Alexis. I want to say thank you again for having me over. It's really good to see you and Patrick getting along. I have to say, you really are like a firework. Are you sure you weren't the inspiration for Katy Perry making that song? Oh, wow. So I noticed that you can see how well things are going. It's pretty good, isn't it? So, what did you think about the lunch? I thought it was absolutely amazing. It must be really good having a great cook like Patrick there. I'm just so jealous. I mean, I don't think my boyfriend Bob can cook that type of thing. He usually leaves the cooking to me. Yeah, well, what can I say? If you know how to treat a guy right, then you can pretty much get them to do anything that you want. I mean, you could learn a thing or two, Kelly, just by watching me. I've always told you this, but your good looks aren't gonna save you forever. You need to have something on the inside. Guys love a girl with a bit of personality. They'll even go out of their way to cook for you. I know. It seems like you're holding a piece of the puzzle that I don't. I mean, Bob is great and everything, but some cooking every now and then would go a long way, you know? Anyway, who am I to say these types of things? I have an amazing relationship at the moment. I just think it's so awesome watching you and Patrick get along together. I mean, I can see that you guys are in love. I have to say, I was really surprised when you two started dating in high school. Who would have thought that you would come this far? Yeah, well, we all knew that type of thing was inevitable. We all knew that he was going to ask me out one day. Oh, wow. So, is that what happened? I thought it was the other way around, actually. You weren't the one that asked him out? No way. Are you kidding me? Let me tell you something, Kelly. Girls with actual value don't need to ask the guy out. Are you telling me that you had to ask Bob out? That's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. Well, I mean, I'm not so sure, to be honest. How would I ever get with Bob if I didn't ask him out? He was a really busy guy. He's very passionate about what he does, you know? Yeah, I actually find that pretty funny, to be honest. I mean, let's compare Bob and Patrick together. Those two are on two different levels. I mean, if I'm being honest, Patrick isn't so great himself. But Bob is even worse. Don't take it so personally. It's just a fact. Well, hey, come on. Bob's not that bad. He's a good man and he's working towards a good cause. I know. He spends his time rescuing other women. I'm sure you must be so happy being in a relationship with a guy like that. But that just proves my point. You see, if you were like me and you focused on what was on the inside instead of the outside, you would start to notice that good guys come your way all the time. Instead, what ended up happening to you, Kelly? No one could see that you had any value. You were so desperate for a guy that you would actually ask out someone like Bob. A pitiful guy that can't get his own life together. So he spends most of it trying to get other people's lives together. You know, I was thinking about that guy. Don't you think that he should sort out his own life first before he goes helping other people? He sounds a little bit like a hypocrite if you ask me. No offense or anything. Well, it's interesting that you would say something like that, Sandy. I guess you and I have completely different opinions about who Bob is. I think he's a great guy and I fully support what he's doing. You said that he should probably sort out his own life first, but I think he's content with what he's doing. It's not like we're poor or anything. We live in a normal home, eating normal food. We're just like everyone else, and he just wants to put people on the same level as us. I don't think that's too bad, to be honest. Fair enough, if you're happy with that type of guy, then I guess I can't really sit here and argue with you. Then again, I can't help but notice a couple of issues in your relationship. Like, are you okay, Kelly? I noticed that he didn't even open the door for you when you went into the car. Wait, hold on a second. He doesn't usually open the door for me. But is that weird? Oh, that's a big issue right there. Did you see the way Patrick was acting around me? He was so keen and attentive to my needs. He was always asking if I needed an extra drink. Not only that, but he was even feeding me with his fork. Did you see that? Yeah, I did, to be honest. I've never seen anything like that before. He must really like you. Of course he does. He's head over heels for me. I'm telling you right now, if that's the behavior that he's exhibiting in front of everyone, then just imagine how it's like when you guys aren't here. I can barely get the guy off me. That's right. He must really love being around you. I don't know how you do it, Sandy. Are you trying to tell me that you've actually trained him to be that way? I sure have. While the other girls were wasting their time going to the gym, putting themselves on diets, and focusing on their makeup, I focused on what was really important. What's on the inside? I'm telling you right now, Patrick loves me for my character. He can't get enough of me. He's addicted to me. That's why he's willing to do everything like that. Didn't you notice? I didn't even need to tell him to do it. He's acting out of pure impulse. Are you serious right now? That's pretty amazing. I wish Bob would do stuff like that for me. Sometimes he doesn't even remember our anniversary. Oh, I'm telling you right now, if Patrick ever forgot our anniversary, I would think something is very wrong in our relationship. It would actually make me worried. This is proof that something's not right in your relationship. I guess you focus too much on becoming a pretty little princess. I had a feeling that in high school, people would realize what they actually want. You thought you were winning because you were the prettiest one in the school. Everyone looked down on me because I was the plus side. Well, now who's winning? I got with the most popular boy. Here we are in a happy relationship with each other where he does everything for me. I laugh at all those people that bullied me. I mean, surely you remember how it was in high school, right, Kelly? Everyone wanted to get with Patrick. Everyone thought he was the cutie. He was nice to everyone. Everyone wanted to be worthy of his time. Well, guess who he chose in the end? He chose me. Yeah, well, I'm not going to lie. That was really interesting, wasn't it? I mean, it felt like you and Patrick were on two different planets. You guys would never associate with each other. You're saying that Patrick was the one that asked you out? That's pretty interesting, isn't it? I want to know what he saw in you. It's so obvious, isn't it? There was something special in me that he wanted to bring it out. I knew that the whole time I was having issues in high school that someone would actually notice what's special about me. And I knew that someone would be someone like Patrick, too. It kind of sounds like a fairy tale, doesn't it? Well, you know what? I'm glad you're happy, Sandy. I'm glad you're in a relationship where you two properly support each other. You have some sort of system where you two are happy. It's really nice to see, you know? Well, thanks, Kelly. That's nice to hear from you. It's always good to have a sister that supports me all the time, like you. I hope one day you can reach the same level with your partner, Bob. You guys aren't terrible, but there's definitely room for improvement. Put your mind to it, and you might be able to have the same type of relationship that Patrick and I have. I will, for sure. And you know what? I'll be coming over for more lunches if you don't mind. I love being in your guys' company. Your positivity just infects me. I want to be around it. I'm probably addicted to it. That's so funny. Well, hey, you know how much me and my husband get along, right? You gotta give us some time to ourselves. I don't want you coming over here every day. You can't ruin our fun and romance. Wow, it's really that feisty, is it? Damn, I'm just so jealous. You know what? All of this is motivation for me to do something about Bob. I know we don't look like it at the moment, but we're gonna get there at some point. You're gonna see. I'd like to believe that would happen, Callie. So why don't you do your best to impress me? I'll do more than impress you. I'm going to make you feel the same way that I felt today. Anyway, I better head off. I have a lot to do back at home. Oh, hold on a second before you go, sis. You wouldn't happen to remember where Patrick's phone went, do you? Ever since you guys left, we haven't been able to find it. We've been looking for this thing forever. We've even been ringing it, too. I can't say I do, to be honest. Do you want me to come back there and help you look for it? No, don't do that. You've got your own things to do, right? Go take care of your household. It might put Bob in a good mood to be more affectionate towards you. Anyway, we're gonna get back to looking for this phone. I'll let you go now. All right, no worries. I'll ask Bob if he's seen it anywhere. He'll have a good idea. He's quite perceptive of things like that. Wow, that really was something to look at, wasn't it? I mean, what a beautiful dinner and what a beautiful couple. I mean, there's something about my sister. I know she's not that impressive on the outside, but she's definitely got something going for her on the inside. The type of relationship she's built with Patrick is just astounding. I'm a little bit jealous of it, to be honest. How come we can never be like that? I mean, the amount of passion that they have for each other. You saw Patrick snuggle up into her, right? That is a guy in love. How can you never do that to me? Whenever we go to bed at night, you always face the other way. It's a little bit cold, don't you think?
Hey, Kelly. I'm just in the shops at the moment, finding some things for the house. They've got a crazy line here, so I might waste a little bit of time talking to you.
Hey, come on! That's exactly what I mean! Why would you call it wasting your time? I'm your wife, right?
Oh, okay. Whoops, sorry. I should have been a bit more careful with my words. Obviously, you're not a waste of time. It's just that I've got a lot of things on my mind lately. That lunch that we had today is one of them, actually.
I know, right? So you've been thinking the same thing too, haven't you? Those two are absolutely in love! It's something to admire. I mean, have you ever seen a couple like that? It's really interesting to see. Actually, you know what? Who am I kidding? You would never see couples like that in the type of work that you're doing. All you see are the broken ones.
Come on, that's not entirely true. I see couples outside of my work.
Yeah, but did you see them being that much in love? I haven't seen so much physicality in my whole life. And not only that, but when you hear Sandy talking about the dynamics of their relationship, they've got it all figured out. They've got a whole plan for how they run their relationship, and they give each other appropriate space to let their love blossom. Honestly, I know what you're doing is for a good cause, but I wish you would put some more effort into our relationship instead of trying to fix everyone else's.
Hey, come on. That's a little bit unfair to tell me, isn't it, Kelly? Are you actually trying to say that we have issues in our relationship?
Well, I mean, obviously not. But there's ways that we can improve, right? Before I saw what I saw today, I thought we had an amazing relationship. I even thought it was perfect. But just seeing how much two people can be absolutely absorbed in each other, how much they can adore each other, I can't help but feel like there's a little bit more that we can do. Can you spend a little bit more time with me? I want to feel that way. Is that too much to ask, Bob?
Maybe. I'm really curious about what happened today. I mean, it looks really good on the surface, doesn't it? Almost too good. How did those two meet again?
Are you kidding me right now, Bob? This is what I mean. You never listen. If you listened to me, you would know about how they met. I think I've already talked about it a million times.
Look, I know. I just want to be more clear on the details. Something feels a little bit off about what I saw today. I mean, didn't you smell some sort of weird toxicity in the air?
I've got no idea what you're talking about. They just look like a perfectly happy couple to me. Completely healthy, too.
I'm not sure. Something is telling me that something is off. Anyway, how did these two meet in the first place? I remember it was something to do with high school, right? Sandy was getting bullied or something.
Bingo! That's exactly what was happening. For one reason or another, Sandy was always the center of attention. And I don't mean that in a good way. She was a prime target for ridicule by people around her. She's been experiencing it that way ever since she was in elementary school and all the way into high school. It was really sad for me to see, if I'm being honest.
That's pretty extraordinary, don't you think? Like, think about it. To be bullied all the way from elementary school to high school is quite a feat. That doesn't usually happen.
Well, hey, what are you doing right now? Trying to congratulate her on it or something? It's not exactly a good thing, Bob. Have a little bit more respect.
Hey, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying it's something that you don't really see. I mean, why was it her specifically that was the one being bullied? What made her stand out from everyone else?
Well, look, that's all in the past, and I don't think I'm in the place to give you the answer to that. It wouldn't be fair to my sister.
Why wouldn't it be fair, though? It's in the past, right? It shouldn't mean anything. If she's as happy as you say she is, I'm pretty sure anything that happened in her past shouldn't matter.
You really don't know how this all works, do you, Bob? I'm a little bit disappointed considering you work in domestic violence and whatnot. Just because a cut heals doesn't mean that it can't be reopened again.
Are you trying to say that she's still traumatized by what happened to her back then?
Well, I'm not sure, really. I think maybe she would be. I mean, nothing's really changed ever since back then.
What do you mean, nothing's changed? Now I'm getting really curious.
Well, I mean, look, she's a little bit on the round side, if you get my meaning.
Oh, okay. So that's what you're trying to get at. You're trying to point out that she's overweight.
Oh my god! Be more careful with your words! That's really insensitive. Do you think she wants to be called something like that?
What are you talking about? You're the one that called her round. Are you sure she wouldn't get angry for hearing that? She's not here, is she? I'm not exactly saying this to make fun of her either. So, I'm assuming she got bullied because of her appearance or something.
That's right. Look, I've always known my sister. I knew deep down inside she had a sweet soul. It's something that people never really understood about her. I mean, they didn't have to live under the same house with her. People could only see the way she was projecting her behavior on the outside. They saw her as the fat, unpopular girl. The person that no one wanted to be friends with.
Well, that's interesting. Now you're the one that's calling her fat.
Oh, wait. Hey, come on. That's not fair. Don't do that to me.
It's fine, it's fine. I just thought it was interesting. Anyway, so I'm guessing this is the reason why everyone bullied her.
Yes, it is. Everyone loves to create a common enemy, and they made that her. I remember one day I heard rumors around the school that she burst out the class crying because they were watching a documentary on fishing. Apparently a tuna came up and one of the boys pointed out and said, "Hey, isn't that Sandy?" I can't imagine the whole class erupting in laughter. Any girl at that age would get caught up in their emotions and flee the scene as fast as they could.
Wow. I didn't know she had this type of past. When you look at her right now, she seems so amicable and lovely, doesn't she? It seems like anyone could talk to her and they get along.
I know. That's what I mean. That's why I'm so proud of her. She's so much different from the way she was in high school. When she was in high school, she was hated by everyone and she didn't want to get out of her shell. She wanted to pretend she hated them too. Now that she's with Patrick, it's like everything's different. Everyone can be her friend now. He's really brought out the good in her. Honestly, it's really nice to see. I'm so proud of her.
Hold on a second. Let's jump a couple of steps back here. You still haven't told me how she met Patrick. He was also in that school, right? Was he the one bullying her?
Actually, no, he wasn't. This is the interesting part. You take a look at Patrick and you take a look at Sandy and you can see that there are two different people on the outside, right?
Definitely. I've never seen a couple like this before. When I first saw them together, I was really perplexed by it. I mean, I don't want to put Sandy down or anything, but she's got a really good catch here. A guy that looks like that could probably put himself in some magazines. He could do a lot with his life if he really wanted to.
Exactly! I know! That's exactly what I'm talking about. There's something about Patrick. Everyone knows that he's capable of doing some really great things, even in high school. He was actually the most popular boy in school. But he wasn't just a popular boy. He was actually the nicest one. That's why everyone liked him. He knew how attractive he was. He knew how gifted he was in study. He knew how gifted he was in sports. He didn't take any of it for granted, and he was completely humble about it. It was an attractive quality that everyone liked. Everyone wanted to be around him. I'm not entirely sure of the events that led up to this, but I remember one day that I came home and I heard giggling in my sister's room. It was really rare for that to happen. I've never heard her laugh before, at least to that extent.
Wow. She must have been a really miserable person if she doesn't laugh that much. What was going on in there? Was she watching a funny video or something?
Well, I'm not really sure what went on exactly. I tried to listen in on the things that she was saying, but everything was muffled. It was quite clear to me that she was on the phone, though.
I think I'm starting to see the picture now.
You know where I'm going with this, right? From that point on, every day I would hear giggling from that room. I would grow more and more curious about what was going on. Just who was she talking to? I just had to find out. Anytime I was at school, I was watching her and she was still doing the same old thing. She was still sitting on her own. She was still pretending that she didn't want anything to do with anyone. After a couple of weeks of that type of thing continuing, it finally came out. It was the craziest thing to see. It was almost as if a celebrity was walking through the school.
What are you talking about? What happened?
Well, they happened.
Who's they?
My sister and Patrick. Think about it. The most popular boy in school walking around with the most bullied girl in school. I don't think anyone believed their eyes. We all thought we were in a dream that day. Those two were walking hand in hand. I was sitting at home trying to speculate on what was happening. Who could it be that she was talking to? There's no way I would have guessed it was Patrick.
I can imagine that being a really interesting sight to behold. You're saying that there was no warning of this happening. There wasn't even a little bit of chatter at school. The relationship bloomed outside of school. That is basically what you're telling me, right?
That's right. And you know what? I think that was the greatest day of my sister's life. Because everything has just been uphill for her since then. She's been happy. She's been confident, and she's really showing her true self. It's a part of her that I always wanted her to see. She doesn't need to be compared to me anymore. She doesn't need to feel like I'm her competition.
Hang on a minute. You guys were in competition with each other.
Oh, yeah. This is bringing back some memories. Look, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I am quite the looker, especially when I was in high school. I was one of the popular girls, and I was one of the people that Patrick would talk to. In fact, there were many times I was walking around school and people thought him and I were going to date.
Well, why didn't you two date then? That's typically what happens, right? Two people that are equally close together end up dating. Not only that, but if they're both attractive, it tends to end up that way. That's what you usually see in high school, right? You didn't even like Patrick in the littlest bit.
Well, look, I actually was catching feelings for him for a long time. I didn't want to act desperate or anything. I was always hanging around him, but I wasn't too forward. I was hoping for the longest time that he would actually ask me out at some point. I didn't have the courage to go up and ask him.
Well, why didn't you?
I'm not sure. I don't even think he would say yes if I did. I could tell that there was a part of him that was looking for someone else. He kept being nice to me. He always treated me as a friend. But I never felt like I could ever extend beyond that. I quickly gave up my feelings for him. And you know what? It's a good thing I did that too, because the person that he was really looking for was my sister.
This is the part that doesn't make sense to me. I mean, what did he see in her exactly?
Well, I don't know. Don't you like the person that you're talking to today? She's a really good person, right? Maybe that's exactly what he saw in my sister. Maybe he saw that and he wanted to bring it out of her.
Maybe. I don't know. Something still seems fishy about all this. Something's really fishy about his behavior.
Come on, Bob. What are you doing right now? They have a really good relationship. Are you really going to sit there and doubt it? I don't want your unnecessary suspicions to start affecting their relationship. They're really happy together. Can't you just accept that? Oh, I know what this is about. You're just jealous of them. You're trying to put them down because we can't have a relationship like that. We can't be adoring each other like that. So instead of trying to work together towards that ideal, you want to treat it like it's a problem.
Don't be ridiculous, Kelly. That's not it at all. There's just something telling me that we're not seeing the whole picture here. There's something about the way that Patrick behaves around her. It's almost like I'm watching a beaten-up dog. It really looks like he's attached to her and doing his best to comfort her. But I can see some sort of reluctance. I'm not sure. I see something very similar to the couples that I have to deal with on a daily basis. I get that vibe.
This is what I mean. Honestly, you spend too much time at work. Your head is always there. I'd imagine that you would look at any couple and see issues with it. You would always spot one little thing and try to make it out that it's going to lead to domestic violence or something. Can you just accept that there are some couples out there that are really happy?
Look, I'll admit that it's really hard to turn off. I know I unintentionally look at the world in those lenses. I really care about those people that are in abusive relationships. And you know what? When they are as close to me as they are in this situation, I care about them even more. There's just something really subtle about the way Patrick reacts around her. You see the way he reacted when Sandy asked him to do a really basic thing, right? All she did was ask him to get her some water, and he ran off as if his life depended on it. I've never seen anything like that before. The urgency to get water. Why would he be that scared? Didn't you think that was a little bit strange? Especially from a grown man like Patrick.
Well, hey, that's a clear sign that you're reading this wrong. I mean, to me, that was a perfect display of love and care towards another person. Sandy has a need and he wants to fulfill it straight away. That's how much he adores her.
Really? Do you really think that's what's going on? I don't know. There was something a little bit too forced about that behavior. And not only that, but what did you think of the food today? I'd say it was pretty good. Patrick cooked all of that. He's really gotten better over the years.
Oh yeah, you're telling me. I mean, I remember him when he was in high school. His food back then was delicious. But to think that he has this many years of experience, I have to say it's really impressive. I'm really jealous of Sandy. She's really got a good guy. I mean, he's probably cooking that stuff every night. Can you imagine that? Eating that awesome food every day? I'd be living in heaven if you did something like that.
Well, hey, I make up for those daily doses of burnt scrambled eggs with quality attention, right? I'll admit that I could work on the quantity of attention, but the quality is good, isn't it? Anyway, I have to say that the food was pretty exquisite. I mean, that was a fusion of flavors that I've never had before. Patrick has clearly been working on that type of thing for a long time now. I would even say that he's mastered it. When you ask him what type of ingredients he used and that it must have been expensive, all he said was that he knew how to use the common ingredients you would find around a house. With his level of skill and expertise, he doesn't need to buy all the expensive stuff.
Well, that's Patrick for you. He's always been that way. Perfect. And in more ways than one.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, to say that the food was perfect is going to sound pretty absurd, but it was pretty damn good. Despite that, if you ever mention that around Sandy, her face gives off this little grimace, this slight little twitch that she doesn't enjoy what she just heard. Am I the only one that noticed that? Or am I just imagining things?
I think it's very likely that the latter is the case. I mean, let's look at this a little bit more realistically. Like, to us, the taste is amazing, but we don't have to sit there eating it every day, right? She has to live with Patrick. I'm pretty sure she gets sick of the food quite often. Or maybe it's not that. Maybe her palate is just so complex that she's used to it, and it just tastes normal for her.
I don't know. It still seems a little bit iffy to me. When you compliment Patrick on his cooking, you see this interesting smile come from him. I mean, he's smiling for the whole lunch, but I finally see something genuine when he gets praised for his food. If there was a guy that knew that his food was good, the compliment should be a normal thing, right? Why would he be so happy about that?
I don't know, Bob. What am I? A psychologist or something? Am I meant to just know all of this stuff? Sorry, but I don't have the answers to all these ridiculous questions you have about the interaction that we had today. Honestly, I don't know why you have to be a wet blanket. Why do you have to be so sour all the time? Why don't you just accept that they have a good thing going for them?
Look, maybe you're right. Maybe I am looking into these behaviors a little bit too much. I'll try to keep it to myself then.
Stop trying to keep it to yourself. Just forget it in general. At the end of the day, that's not your relationship. It's not your job to fix their relationship. Your job is to fix other people's relationships. People that are actually suffering, not people that have a good one. I think it's best if you just forget what you saw today and just accept it as a really good time for us to get together.
Okay. Look, Kelly, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I ruined your day or something. You're right. You had a good time and I don't want to ruin that for you. I'll make it up to you. How about I make some scrambled eggs tonight?
Is that your way of making it up to me? I've got a better idea. How about you get some takeaway and buy a cookbook while you're at it? I don't want you touching the frying pan until you know at least one good recipe.
All right. Well, I'll head home and I'll get that book too. See you later.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. I almost forgot. Sandy was telling me that she can't find Patrick's phone. He's been looking for it everywhere. They don't know where it is.
That's interesting. Don't they have a Find My iPhone thing or something? They should be able to find it with ease, right?
Actually, no. For whatever reason, Patrick has one of those old flip-up phones. He doesn't even have a touchscreen on that thing. It's pretty ancient. Apparently, he really needs it for work. Do you remember seeing it anywhere around that house?
I can't say I do, to be honest. I wasn't exactly trying to remember the location of every object I saw there. I hope they find it soon, though.
This is so weird. I wonder where it went. They've been trying to ring it for ages anyway. You know what? It's going to pop up for them eventually. I'll see you at home soon, honey.
Hey, Mutt! Where the hell are you? Did you find that damn phone already? You really are a clumsy one, aren't you? Can you do one thing in this house right for once? There's not one day I can rely on you. You're just absolutely hopeless. Honestly, you're taking a girl like me for granted. I mean, do you know how many guys would kill to be in the position that you're in? To be able to date someone like me? You're lucky that you're even married to me in the first place. I could have you out of here in a second. I'd be a little bit more concerned about your situation if I were you. You're treading on thin ice right now, buddy. You better get your act together before I start to get really angry. Is this the way you're going to talk to me? Are you actually going to call me a mutt? I'm sorry. Are you giving me attitude again? I don't want to hear that type of talk from you, Patrick. You know what happened last time, don't you? Oh yeah. What happened last time was pretty bad, wasn't it? It was so bad that I've forgotten about it. It's pretty traumatic. Yeah, I imagine it would be. I would have thought that you would learn your lesson, too. I mean, to experience that amount of punishment week after week, sitting out there in that little tent of yours. I'm sorry. What did you just say? Tent? What are you, 6 years old? Do I have to teach you the English language all over again? Honestly, Patrick, continue to display how much of an idiot you are to me, and you're going to become my clown instead of my husband. Yes, I mean tent. The thing that you had to sleep in night after night out in the backyard, even in the rain. Don't you remember that little dog bowl that I put out there for you? All those nice little treats that I gave you. You wouldn't happen to be talking about dog food, would you? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I guess you would have eaten that thing so much that it would become normal food for you. Oh wait, you know what? Who am I kidding? The stuff that you cook on a regular basis is basically that, isn't it? Well, that's really hurtful. Sandy, you know how much effort I put into my cooking, right? Everyone says how much they love it. Did you hear what Bob and Kelly were saying today? They absolutely love the food. They even said that they want to come over again for it. How many times do I have to tell you this? Do you think other people are going to give you the proper criticism for your food? Of course they're not. I'm the only one that's going to tell you how it is. I'm the only one that's going to force you to improve. Now, I keep telling you over and over again. You need to stop putting vegetables in that pot. People don't want to eat that type of crap. They want something nice and crunchy. Something deep fried, something that actually tastes good. You know, do you have any concept of the word delicious? It's about time you understood what that means. It's pretty important in the field that you're in. I've been doing this for a long time, though. Sandy, I don't know if I can take your criticism that seriously. Oh, what? Are you seriously gonna start telling me that now? You think you know better than me, don't you? Patrick, you think just because you can pretty up the plate a little bit and make it look fancy that it's actually going to taste good? I'm telling you right now, it's all about how it feels in your mouth. Every time I eat that garbage, I can taste the vegetables in it. As much as you want to hide it with all these complex sauces and spices, I can still taste that rusty capsicum. I can still feel the sensation of that mushy, slimy pumpkin. Put some real food on the plate for once. Stop trying to give people a stomachache with all this crap that you call food. I really don't know what to say right now. That is very hurtful. Don't you realize that I've been cooking ever since I was in high school? I take a lot of pride in what I do. I thought, being my wife, you would be more supportive of me.
You're this close to getting back out there in that tent. You realize that? Trust me, I've got a lot more dog food here if you really want to eat it that much. Honestly, if you don't see what I'm telling you right now as constructive criticism, then there's no hope for you. You really need to give up that dream of yours of opening up a new restaurant. It's not until you start listening to me that your food is going to improve. If you're going to sit there and be stubborn with me, then that's your loss. But anyway, you know what? Enough about this. Let's talk about what happened today. That absolute travesty over lunch that we had. I told you not to stuff this one up, didn't I? I told you that I need to create the perfect image of us in front of my sister. What can I rely on you for? Nothing! You're absolutely useless.
Are you kidding me right now? I would say that they were pretty impressed, especially your sister. Didn't you see how excited and proud she was of you?
Don't fall for that crap. These people are a bunch of liars, especially my fake sister. God, I hate her the most. She thinks that just because we're adults now, we can be all chummy and forget everything that happened back in high school. She's still the reason that I got bullied.
What are you talking about? You're gonna blame Kelly for the fact that you got bullied?
Of course I am. She was the one prancing around acting like she was the good one. Everyone liked her because she was pretty and I was the ugly one. I was the one that no one wanted to be around. It's all because of my sister that I was the prime target for everyone's ridicule. I'm not even that bad of a person. It's just because my sister is such a pretty girl that I get compared to her all the time. Well, look who's laughing now. She's the one admiring my relationship.
You wouldn't really expect that type of thing looking at the way you two are talking today, right? It sounds like you two are super close and that you could talk to each other about anything. No one would have guessed that you actually have this much hatred towards her.
Oh, believe me, I do. I can still see through her snobby act. I can still see that there's a part of her that just absolutely despises me.
Hold on a second. Do you really think that's true? She was the one that wanted to come here today. I'm pretty sure she invited herself here. If she hated you that much, why would she want to be in your presence?
What do you think? It's because she still wants to show off how pretty she is. She wants to show off that she's matured over the years, that she's even better than she was when she was in high school. That's the part of my sister I don't like. She just wants to rub it in your face. It's so pernicious. I know that no one on the outside can see this about her, but this is definitely what she's doing.
I don't know. I seriously doubt that. Your sister seems like a really good person. I kind of like her, to be honest.
Oh, what? So now you're starting to like her? You like that fake little skank, don't you? I'm sorry to tell you, babe, but there's no way that a girl like that is ever gonna go for you. And I'm not even saying that my sister is even that much of a good girl. I'm just saying that you're too much of a crap guy. The only person that would marry you or even date you would be me. You'd better consider yourself lucky and start working harder to impress me.
What do you mean by that? You don't think I would actually do well out there? Don't forget that your sister and I were very close in high school. I'm not saying that I want to be with her now or anything, but if I really wanted to date her, I think I could have back then.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at the facts. Let me tell you something interesting about my sister. Do you know that loser that she's married to right now? What was that monotonous mule that she brought over today? Ben or something?
It was Bob.
Yeah, that guy, Bob. Just as boring as his name. My sister's actually the type that likes to chase guys. If there's something that she likes, she'll actually ask them out. So guess what, buddy? If she actually liked you, you wouldn't have to ask her out. She would. I guess at the end of the day, she didn't, though.
Are you serious? Is that really the type of person that she is? Do you really think she's the one that just chased guys all the time?
Of course she is. Didn't you see her when she was in high school? How many boyfriends did she have? How many guys was she walking around with? I mean, sure, it wasn't like she was holding hands or anything, but everyone knew that she was doing stuff with them. She would always walk around school with this cute little princess smile, acting like she was so pure. But I know the true story. I know that she was chatting up all those guys behind the scenes.
How could you say that about your own sister? Don't you have any pride at all? You're making assumptions right now.
Oh yeah? Am I really making assumptions? Patrick, don't forget that I was the one that lived in the same house as her. I don't know what she was doing on that phone, but she was definitely texting someone, and when I say someone, I mean a lot of someones. I'm the one that can see her true colors. Everyone else can just be fooled by her little act.
I don't even know what to say to you right now, Sandy. Just watching you today and the way you would talk to your family and Bob, it's like you get along with everyone, but this is what you really thought of them this whole time.
Are you kidding me right now? We've been married for this long and you're actually going to ask me that? I complain about my sister every week. I mean, look at her presenting herself on Instagram like her life is perfect. She's had dinner here, and she's gone to these places. She gets some special photographer to do some effects on her photos and make her look all beautiful. She's so pretentious, and I hate it.
All right, I think I've had enough. I've had enough of you talking about your own family that way. Those people are good people. Your sister and the guy that she was with, Bob. How could you talk to them in this way? How could you look down on them? Don't you see how horrible that is?
Are you actually speaking out of turn right now? It's been a while since you've had the bravery to talk to me that way. What happened today at that lunch? You don't usually act this way.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm just sick of hearing this. I actually like those guys. I don't want to sit here and listen to you talk that way about them, especially when that's your own sister.
What are you doing right now? Patrick, you said that you were going out to get some shopping. Are you still at those shops?
Oh, well, I guess I am. Yes, I'm at the shops right now. Why?
Well, you've got two options. You either take back what you said to me right now, or I'm going to find a different guy to keep my bed warm tonight.
I'm sorry. What did you say? You're actually trying to tell me that you're going to go cheat on me or something?
What? Are you actually going to sit there and act all surprised that this is something new to you? Come on, Patrick. We all know the drill. I've been telling you this for a while now. If you ever do anything to annoy me, that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to go on another date with that cute, cool guy that I've been talking about.
What cool guy that you've been talking about?
Stop trying to forget who he is. I know he's leagues better than you, and you just want to forget, but now it's starting to get on my nerves. I'm talking about the guy that drives fast cars and lives in big homes. I'm talking about the guy who actually does something with his life and doesn't sit in a kitchen sharpening his knives and washing dishes. Do you really want me to go see that guy again? Is that really what you want me to do?
I can't believe this right now, Sandy.
That's it. I've had enough of you. Don't you dare think about coming home tonight. There are going to be consequences.
Hey, Patrick. This is Bob. I'm just messaging to check in. I heard that your phone went missing. Did you manage to find it? Oh, hey man. How's it going? Yeah, I've got my phone. I was looking for that thing all night yesterday. When I went out to my car this morning, I found it on the doorstep. I must have dropped it there or something. I'm such an idiot. I can't believe I would do something so stupid. I just can't seem to do anything right. Well, hey, that's a little harsh, don't you think? Don't overreact. You just lost your phone. People do it all the time. Wow. Is it really okay? Do you lose your phone sometimes? Of course I do. I even get my wife to call it for me constantly. I can spend minutes, maybe even hours trying to look for the thing. It happens to the best of us. Don't take it so seriously. I was hearing quite an earful from my wife about it. I really annoyed her with that one. Let's talk about you and Sandy. How are you guys doing? I mean, you guys looked very happy yesterday. Are you happy with your relationship? Oh, yeah, totally, man. 100%. I mean, you saw how happy we were yesterday, right? That's what we're like, 24/7. No need to worry. Who said I was worried about anything? No one said anything, but I'm just saying, just in case. Are you worried that I might be worried? I'm not sure. But you know what? Don't you have work today? I know how busy you are. You're really passionate about your job, right? I don't want you taking your time out to talk to me. Actually, Patrick, I've taken the day off today. It's quite rare for me to do something like this. As you said, I'm very passionate about my job, but there's something that's playing on my mind. Something that I feel like I need to attend to. Okay, well, I'm here for you, man. What's going on? Well, what's going on is that I know that there are some issues in your relationship. Things aren't going great between you and Sandy, right? Wow, that's such a funny thing to say. Do we really give off that impression? I mean, I thought that anyone would conclude that we're in a happy relationship. Even you saw us yesterday, right? Let me tell you something right now. I've been working in this job for a very long time. I've seen signs of trouble. I know what a person looks like when they're being abused. I couldn't help but notice something very suspicious about your behavior yesterday. You're gonna hate me for this, but I was the one that stole your phone. I put it on your front door this morning. Hey, what the hell? Are you serious right now? Why would you do that? Do you know how much trouble you got me in? Well, I don't actually. How much trouble did you get in? Did you get in trouble at work or something? Look, I'll have a talk with your boss and say that it was all me. I'll take responsibility. No, look, you don't need to do anything like that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Something tells me that work isn't the issue here. Let me ask you this, Patrick. Did you happen to look at your messages between yourself and Sandy? Of course I did. After the verbal beating I got yesterday and getting kicked out of my own house, I was getting curious about what happened. Don't tell me that you're the one that was actually talking to her yesterday. I thought I was hacked or something. Look, I'm really sorry about that. I didn't mean for it to escalate to that degree. I was just curious. I wanted to know what was going on. In fact, I'm really surprised right now. When I stole that phone, I was going to try and guess the PIN code to it. Some people use some basic combination like a birthday or something. I thought it would be very easy. To my astonishment, it was even easier than easy. There wasn't a PIN on it in the first place. Why is that? Well, look, my wife likes to look at my phone. She wants to know what I'm up to. She monitors me heavily. Are you kidding me right now? Do you see how serious this is? Patrick, I have a pretty good idea what's going on here. I only have 20% of the picture, but I don't need the rest of the 80% to know that this is a really unhealthy relationship that you're in. I need you to be honest with me. How many people know about what's going on between you and Sandy? Look, man, I appreciate your concern and everything, but I just want you to leave it. Don't worry about us. I'm sorting it out. I know it seems bad on the outside, and you would have seen the way she talks to me through text, but you don't know what's going on. You don't know the full picture. Don't assume that you do. Okay, well, I can't let this one drop, to be honest. It's either you be honest with me, or I'll be telling my wife about this. Who knows how things are gonna go when that happens. Come on, man. You don't need to do that. Just accept that I know what I'm doing here. At the end of the day, you're in an abusive relationship. I usually see women being on the bad end of the stick, but sometimes I see men as well. The issue here is that men don't want to be vocal about it. They don't want to sacrifice their pride to accept that they are being abused. So just open up to me. Remember that this is my job. This is what I work in. Are you sure? Are you sure I can be open to you about this? 100%. Trust me, I've seen all types of guys. I don't think any less of them for it. But to me, as distant as you are, you're still my family in some way. I'm emotionally invested in what's going on, and I want to help you. So, how bad is it? How bad is your wife treating you? I already know that she's made you live out in a tent once and made you eat dog food. Do you really want to continue a lifestyle like that forever? No, of course I don't. man, I'm not enjoying a second of this. I'm just trying to ride this one out until she changes, until she reverts back to what she used to be. I hear that one a lot. Everyone thinks that they're going to change at some point. Some miracle is going to happen, and everything is going to go back to being a fairy tale. Well, that's exactly what it is, to be honest. Just a fairy tale. A little fantasy that you tell yourself to justify what's going on in your life. But you said that she used to be different, right? Are you saying that she wasn't always abusive? Of course not. Do you think that's the type of person I wanted to be in a relationship with originally? Sandy never used to be like this. She used to be so sweet, so tender. Someone that yearned for affection and love. I miss that girl. I'm hoping that she comes back at some point. What happened then? Was she sweet when she was in high school or something? She was. I really need to ask you about that. It's the thing that's perplexed me the most. On face value, you're a pretty good guy, Patrick. I don't want to put your wife down or anything, but she's not exactly the best person, especially when she's abusing you like this. What exactly is going on here? Why do you stick around with her? Why did you even date her in the first place? I know. I know that this is the thing that plays on people's minds the most. I don't want to be honest about it, but I guess with you, I have to. The thing is that when we were in high school, I had a lot of attention from people. I wasn't really the type of guy that enjoyed dating a lot. I mean, there were good people around me, but there was just something missing. There was something a little bit off about them. There was something inherent about their character that I wasn't drawn to. You could say that I was kind of floating, waiting for someone to come into my life. Wow. Are you serious? You didn't even get curious even once. From what my wife says, you were very popular in high school. Everyone wanted to date you or be around you. I knew that at the time. I recognized it, and there were a lot of pretty faces that came up at that time. I had a lot of confessions, too. I had to turn them all down. There was something about them that I wasn't drawn to genuinely. The thing is that I've grown up with my mother. She's instilled into me these values that I really shouldn't be out there to harm anyone. I thought that if I dated someone that I wasn't fully into, that I would end up hurting them someday. They would start liking me too much, and I would feel it more as a burden than a blessing to be with them. Well, Patrick, I knew you were a nice guy, but I didn't know you were this nice. You really care about the people around you, don't you? More than you can imagine. My mother passed away at an early stage in my adulthood, and what she left behind means a lot to me. I still remember a lot of the things that she said. To be selfless and to care about the people around me. Okay, so how does this link to you and Sandy then? How did you guys end up dating in the first place? Well, that's a very good question. I've always been curious about Sandy. I knew what was going on at the school. I knew everyone was bullying her. I couldn't help but feel sorry for someone like that. I was really close with your wife at the time. I would ask her about her sister, and she said that she genuinely loved her sister, but she didn't know what to do about her situation. She did her best to defend her, to get people to stop bullying her because of her size. It never really worked out, though. I honestly felt the concerns of your wife. She wanted to do something about Sandy. She wanted people to realize that she was a really good person and she had a lot to offer. That's when I decided that I wanted to get to know her. There was something perplexing about her. Maybe there was something in her that I was seeking. Okay. And what were you seeking? What did she have exactly? Because at the moment, I just see her as a really manipulative and abusive partner. Before you were trying to tell me that she was different to that. What type of person was she back in high school? She was probably the sweetest person I've ever met. Let me tell you right now, it took a lot of time to get past her guard. Someone that's been bullied that long is super apprehensive to the people around her. She thought I was out there to do something mean to her. Bit by bit, I was nudging her, getting past her defenses, ignoring the mean little comments that she made towards me. And when I did that, I realized that there was something sweet inside of her. A part of her that wanted to connect with people. To connect with someone. That's when I decided that I would date her, and would do it in front of everyone. I didn't care. I didn't care if I was the way I was, and she looked the way she did. I was after something genuine. Something on the inside. She had exactly what I was looking for. That's really sweet, Patrick. I'm glad that two people were able to find each other and actually love each other genuinely. It's not a story that you hear a lot, and it's quite refreshing to hear something like this. Yeah, well, this is a story that hasn't had a happy ending yet. We had some really good times at the start. She was really sweet, and she would always do things to make me happy, to make me smile. I also wanted to do the same. I wanted to boost her confidence, make her realize that there was something beautiful about her. She really took that deeply. In fact, she took it way too deeply. Now the tables have been reversed. She's a totally different person now. What do you mean by that? Are you trying to say that you complimenting her and making her feel better was actually a bad thing? Well, to some degree it was, because here's the thing. Back then, I was the one that had most of the power. On face value, I was the one that was more desirable by people. For her to get validation from a guy like me was a really special thing. It meant that she started believing that she was on my level now. Then, over time, the power dynamic started to change. Bit by bit, she started to grow a little bit more dominant, a little bit more possessive of me. She started to see herself above me. She started to think that her status was really high and that she was desired by all people. I'm starting to get a very interesting picture here. She's developed some sort of ego, right? She thinks she's better than people. I don't want to be rude or anything, but she's not exactly the most pleasing thing to look at. Does she really think she's better than everyone when she presents herself that way? Well, this is what I mean. She's made some sort of reality in her head. And to match that reality, she's changed her way of thinking. The thing she says to validate herself is that personality is what matters the most. She doesn't need to work on her appearance. In fact, when I started dating her, I was hoping that she would kind of do something about her weight. I was hoping I could push her a little bit. She had this real antagonism towards it, though. It was like someone was telling her to do that thing for a long time, and she really hated it. So I just stopped and accepted her for the way she was at the end of the day. I do care about what was on the inside, after all. This is a really sad circumstance you're in, Patrick. I'm really sorry that she's turned out this way. All you've ever done is tried to do the right thing. I've looked at what's going on, and I can see that she's abusing you. I can see that she's trying to put your dream down. I can see that she's actually manipulating you by saying that she's going to see some other guy on the side. What else is going on? What aren't you telling me? It gets really bad. I'm not going to lie. If I'm ever at home, she gets me to carry her around the place. I'm sorry. What did you just say? She has this queen bee mentality. She thinks she's on top of the world and that everyone should bow down to her, especially her husband. I'm the one that's forced to carry her everywhere. She needs to go to the toilet and she wants to be carried there. If she's going to have a shower, I need to carry her there. She'll even interrupt my activities and make me go do that for her. I mean, there are times where I've been asleep, and she needs to go to the toilet later at night. She actually wakes me up to carry her there. Wouldn't it be more practical if she just carries herself to the toilet instead of waking you up? Sounds like a real power trip right here. Maybe it is. At the same time, I'm trying to get through to her. Well, in what way are you getting through to her? Because this doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. I'm thinking about going to couples therapy. Okay. And do you think she'd be very responsive to that? Probably not. Look, I'm not sure what else I can tell you right now. Patrick, you're in a very dire situation. This hope of her returning to her old self is a fantasy. She needs a wake-up call. She needs you to stand up to her. But what am I going to do if I do that? She'll treat me even worse. I think she'll actually go with that guy and do something with him. Do you think he actually exists? Or is this some sort of manipulation tactic that she's using? I saw the text message. She's making out that this is a really powerful and wealthy guy. Can you imagine someone like that being with her? I didn't want to believe it at first either, but here's the thing. I've actually seen the photos. This man is real. He's been seeing her. Wow. This is unbelievable. Look, here's what I want you to do, Patrick. I don't want you to feel any shame in doing this. I want you to come to the house now. I want you to talk with me about this. We need to make a decision that puts you in a happier situation. I'm not sure if you can stick around this woman any longer. What are you suggesting right now? That I actually break up with her or something? I'm afraid to say that that's probably the best thing to do. I know how much you're attached to her, but I also know that you have a strong dream. She's been saying some things about your cooking, and I just don't believe in it. When she says that you're never going to have a successful restaurant and you should just accept how crap you are, this is her trying to manipulate you. This is her trying to remain on top of you. She doesn't want to see you succeed because she wants the power. Now, she is the sister of my wife, so I still care about her. I think something needs to be done about this. What are you going to do? I know what type of guy you are. I know what work you do. If there's someone abusive in a relationship, you usually make sure they end up getting punished for it. You want her to go to prison or something? Look, that's what I do on a daily basis. But this is different. This is family that we're talking about. I feel like there might be a solution here, but I'm going to have to do a little bit more probing around. In the meantime, I don't want you to be putting up with this crap anymore. Just come to the house, and we can talk more about it then. I know you don't want to tell her sister about this, but we can make up some excuse. You and I want to spend more time with each other or something. Actually, you know what? Our house is closer to your workplace, so it might be a good excuse. Okay, Bob. Thanks for doing this for me. Thanks for caring. I'm going to see you soon then. Hi, Edward. This is Bob. I'm the one that's married to your daughter, Kelly. I know we haven't talked very much. It's probably long overdue that you and I start talking to each other, and I'm really sad at the fact that the time that we finally talk is going to be about this topic. I went to your home today and I visited your wife. Her and I have already had a chat about things. Did she update you on what's going on?
How are you, Bob? I was wondering when you were going to check in on me. I know it's important to maintain your relationship with my daughter, but think about me as well. You're part of my family now. That means it's important that you and I start talking more. As horrible as the situation seems at the moment, I'm still glad that this can be a chance for us to finally get to know each other better. I've heard what's been going on between my daughter and her husband. I'm really sad to hear something like this. I didn't think that her dark behavior from the past would actually arise again.
It's interesting that you would say something like that. Your wife said something very similar. You're trying to tell me that she's actually been somewhat toxic in the past.
She definitely has. Now look, I've been doing my best as a father to try and motivate my daughter to do something about herself. I mean, she just cannot walk around carrying herself that way. I know that there's all bodies of different shapes and sizes, but I'm seriously concerned about her health. I could tell that she's the type of person to really yearn for affection from other people. She would almost do it in a very needy way, even from a young age. She would try and justify things in her mind. She would say that everyone is just stupid at her school. They don't understand what a person's true value is. They should focus on the inside and not the outside. Her toxic thoughts turned towards her sister. She started looking at Kelly as a rival, as someone that reflected how imperfect Sandy was. I know both my daughters very well. I love them both equally. I can tell you right now that Kelly never had any ill will towards her sister. Despite all the influences she had at school, she always loved her sister, no matter what.
You know what? It sounds like you're a really good person, Edward. I mean, to have your daughter be this way, but you still love them equally is really amazing to hear. I think that mentality kind of passed on to Kelly as well. I have to thank you for that. Because the type of person Kelly is now is someone I adore.
Well, if you were really thankful, you'd come over for dinner every now and then, wouldn't you? But anyway, now is not the time to have that type of conversation.
Did you ever try to do something about Sandy and her situation back then? Some sort of therapy or sports routine to get her looking a little bit healthier?
Believe me, it was the only thing that would keep me up at night. It's heartbreaking being a father and having your child be bullied and ridiculed by everyone. That's someone that you love more than anything. It doesn't matter what they look like. I wanted my daughter to experience happiness, but I knew how people laughed. I also didn't agree with the type of lifestyle she was living. Unfortunately for her, she really did have a sweet tooth. She enjoyed eating whatever fatty food she could get her hands on, too. She absolutely hated having to move herself around a little bit. For a little bit of time, I tried to get her into some sort of exercise routine. She lashed out at me at that point, said I was just like everyone else, saying that I was trying to change her, saying that I was part of everyone that doesn't accept her. She felt betrayed that her dad would think that way.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but it's not like you were doing that in a very malicious way. She should have realized that you were just trying to help her. That came from a place of love. I'm a little bit annoyed that she would try to gaslight you in that way.
Look, I'll have to admit that it really hurt me at that time, but it is what it is. She wanted to live her life in a certain way, and all I could do was accept it. There's just some things in life that you can't control. It's easier to change yourself than it is to change other people. So I changed my way of thinking. I didn't know what was going to happen to my daughter. I just let the chess pieces fall where they may.
Well, I don't want to put any blame on you because you were only doing things that you thought were best for her. But at the same time, Edward, things haven't turned out great. I mean, it's good that she found someone like Patrick, and he really treated her well. I know at the time it would have seemed like a miracle when things were all going to look up at that point. The fact of the matter is that she's wired herself from a very young age to think of herself in a particular way. Now her brain has created fallacies that she is actually on top of the world. She is actually better than the people around her, even when that might not be true. This type of pervasive thinking has affected her relationship. She's actually abusing the man that she's with. I know that she's your daughter, but can you honestly put up with this type of behavior?
Of course I can't. Look, if she's my daughter and she's expressing self-destructive behavior and the only one that's getting harmed is herself, then I'm somewhat okay with that. But now that her actions are starting to affect other people, I can't stand for this, especially after the things that I've heard that she's done. I mean, I've met Patrick in the past. Him and I have had many encounters with each other. I know the type of person he is. He's a very good person. For all the abuse that my daughter has given him, he stayed loyal to her to the end. I'm grateful to him for that much, but I really think he deserves a break. He really needs to find someone that's for him.
I see. So you can agree that a divorce is probably the best option here. There's no way these two can work it out together and there can be a happy ending.
I'm afraid not. This might be a wake-up call for my daughter. If she realizes that her actions and behavior have gone too far, then she might have a chance of changing. Not only that, but this could be good for Patrick. I know he says that he's still attached to my daughter and thinks she's going to change at some point, but I think he needs to have the courage to give her a bit of time. They need to separate for a little bit so that she can start working on herself and he can start opening up his restaurant.
You know what, Edward? I think you and I should have chatted more in the past. It seems like you and I think more alike than I originally thought. This is exactly the type of plan that I was going to propose to you.
Well, I have to say that I second that notion. When I talked to my wife today, I was ready for some sort of argument with you. I mean, I know how my daughter has behaved and acted, but I don't want to vilify her or anything. What I truly want is her to find some sort of happiness. I don't want to just punish her for something like this. In fact, if anyone wants to be punished, it has to be me. I was the one that let her turn into this monster.
Look, I've got a good assessment of your character, Edward. I don't think this is what you wanted at all. But you know what? I'm glad that we agree on this. So, let's start putting the ball into play. I've already updated Patrick on what we think is the best thing to do, and he was somewhat reluctant at first, but he agreed. The next thing is just having a conversation with Sandy about it.
I always knew you were a conniving little rat, Bob. There was something about you that I hated. Something that made me disgusted with you from the very bottom of my gut. Now I finally know why. You work behind the scenes, don't you? You manipulate people. I can't believe you would actually turn my spouse against me. You actually brainwashed him into thinking that getting a divorce with me is a good option. Well, look, I'm not going to go down without a fight. I want you to bring back my spouse and bring him back here now. After he has a chat with me, he's going to start seeing things the way they should be. I don't know what crap you and my dad have been pouring into his head, but I'm going to put a stop to that. Right this instant.
You aren't going anywhere near him, Sandy. Especially after the way you're talking right now. I mean, you actually called this person your slave. What kind of wife would do that to someone? In all my years of working in the profession that I do, I've never heard someone be this disgusting to another human being.
Oh, how about you just get off your high horse, Bob? Don't you see that we had a very healthy and functional relationship? You saw us on that day, didn't you? Everything was going fine. I don't care what type of relationship you have with Kelly and how great you think it is, but everyone's got a definition of what a good relationship is. My spouse and I have found a good one. We found something that actually works for us. How about you just accept that for what it is and just get the hell out of here?
I'm only going to say this once. If you keep calling this person a slave, then don't expect any type of conversation with me. I'm not going to keep talking to you unless you give him a basic level of respect. Do you understand me?
Does it matter what I call him? Fine. I want my damn husband back. Do you realize how many things I need done right now? I mean, I've got so many things I want from the shops. I want chips, I want chocolate, and I want those big buckets of popcorn that they have at the cinemas, too. I'm in a really bad mood tonight, and I need something to change that.
If you want that stuff so badly, why don't you go get it yourself, Sandy? In all honesty, you'd be doing everyone a favor if you got out of the house a bit more.
What are you trying to say right now? Don't tell me you're actually insulting my appearance, are you? Is that how low you are? Are you going to stoop down to the level of those bullies that I used to have when I was in high school?
I'm not going to sit here and bully you, Sandy, but I'm going to state the facts. You aren't looking your best right now. You need to do something about yourself. I'm not just saying this because of the way people are going to perceive you, but for your own health in general. Do you really want to die at a young age?
What I want is my husband back and to indulge myself in some sweet caramel popcorn. You know what? It's not even what I want. It's what I deserve. I'm the queen of this house. What I say is law. When are people going to understand that?
It's this type of thinking that's not going to contribute to a healthy relationship between you guys. Look, I'm not saying this to be vindictive towards you, Sandy, but a lot of things need to change. A lot of things need to change if you guys are going to have a healthy relationship where you respect each other and actually love each other. What you have right now is not love, it's obedience.
Oh my God. Are you not listening to what I'm saying? I told you that we have a perfectly functional relationship, right? It might not look like it's good from your perspective, but Patrick and I have an understanding. We know that this is the way it works.
Actually, it's not the way it works at all. Patrick has opened himself up to me about how he feels about things. He hates the way you're talking to him. He hates the fact that you can't talk with him on equal ground. All he wants you to do is go back to the person that you used to be. I mean, don't you feel a little bit selfish for what you've done? This is the guy who put his reputation on the line and says something really nice about you. He found something very sweet about you, and that was the crux of why he wanted to marry you. Surely you must miss going back to those days, right? Surely you miss actual, true, genuine love. At the moment, he's just yearning for something like that to happen again.
Are you kidding me right now? You're not actually believing that nonsense he's spewing out, do you? Look, the fact of the matter is, I know that guy. I'm the one who's been dating him for as long as I have. He loves a little bit of abuse. He loves being told what to do. I know he's going to complain about it every now and then, but on an emotional level, he's enjoying every minute of it. This is how our relationship works. Of course, it's not going to make any sense to you. Like, come on. Did you see how much he was snuggled up to me on that couch when we had lunch? Even you must admit you were a little bit jealous of that. You wish that Kelly would do something like that with you.
Who are you to say that Kelly and I don't have those types of moments? We might not be that eager to display it in front of everyone, but we're affectionate all the same. Not only that, but I like the idea that my partner does those types of things because they want to, not because they're forced to. Don't you see the difference between that? Don't you see the difference between telling someone to do something and then wanting to do that? You've been treating your husband like he's some damaged puppy. It needs to stop now.
Whatever. As much as you want to hide it, I know what's going on here. At the end of the day, you're just jealous. You're jealous of what we have. You wish this could be you every day. In fact, you wish you could have me in general, don't you? You see me as a better option than Kelly. I can tell. I can see it in the way you looked at me at that lunch.
Okay, now your delusions are getting so bizarre that you may as well call it a mental illness. There's not one part of me that has any sort of attraction towards you, Sandy. You better accept that now.
All right, come on. Don't tell me that when those little googly eyes of yours tell me a different story. I could see how much you were lusting after me. But look, I don't blame you. There's something really alluring about me, right? I mean, Patrick wanted some of it, didn't he? That guy I've got on the side wants it too, and I'm not surprised if you do. Especially when you're married to someone like Kelly. I mean, she's pretty on the outside, but what has she got on the inside? There's nothing special about her at all.
I'm not going to have you sit there and insult my wife like that. Even if you are her sister, the fact of the matter is that I look at my wife as someone beautiful on the inside and out. As her husband, I'm not going to sit here and let you slander her. And you know what? There's a reason why I'm not going to let you do that. That's because I truly love her. Someone that actually loves their partner would support them and not put them down. That's the type of thing that you should be aiming for with Patrick. You shouldn't be aiming for the superficial measure of love by how much he cuddles up next to you.
Oh my god. You just keep yapping on and on and on. When that guy actually becomes something of himself, then that's when I'll start to respect and love him. At the moment, he's just some dull cook in a restaurant that's not going anywhere. I mean, think about it. I've tried time and time again to convince him that he needs to do something about his food. He needs to bring something fun to it. Something that people can actually eat. He won't listen to me, so he's never going to be successful.
Actually, it's quite the opposite, Sandy. He won't listen to you, which is the exact reason why he will be successful. The fact is that he's had many years of practice. He knows what he's doing. He's going into the workplace thinking that his food is crap. There's a little part of him that's self-conscious about it because you keep putting it down. In reality, people can really enjoy it. I mean, it's a very tasty way to have a healthy meal. The only reason that you can't enjoy it is because it's not soaked in oil. Or better yet, coated in sugar.
Oh my god. Can you just shut your mouth? Do you actually think that I have some sort of unrefined palate or something? I know my food. Trust me. You've seen my size, right? I know what food is. And you know what? Speaking of food, I need my husband to get back here. He needs to go get that stuff for me. What am I going to do if I don't have it?
That's not going to happen, Sandy. I'm going to give you a proposition. People have already decided what's going to happen here. Your father's decided. I've decided it. And most of all, your husband, Patrick, has decided it. Everyone agrees that the best thing that needs to happen is for you guys to get a divorce.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
That's right. A divorce.
You actually think that you can decide to get a divorce without including me in the negotiations? Can I remind you that this doesn't involve you or my dad? In fact, it especially doesn't involve you. Who the hell are you? You're the guy that's married to my sister. You're not even family with him. Why do you care about him so much?
What I care about is good people. I hate seeing good people be treated horribly. I hate seeing a really good relationship fall to smithereens because someone wanted to be selfish. Someone wanted to be abusive. I'm telling you right now, when someone loves you, you have some sort of power over them. This is a really special thing. You can use this power to really boost your relationship, make you and that partner go somewhere great together. Or you can really destroy them, and I hate people that abuse that power.
Well, look at you, Mr. Self-Righteous. You just have to butt your nose into everyone's relationship, don't you? So what are you gonna do then? You gonna put me in prison or something?
How are you gonna punish me for this? I'm not gonna do anything punitive towards you. As much as you might not want to believe me, I actually care about you, Sandy. You're also family at the end of the day. I've talked to your dad about this, and we wanted to do something that helps everyone here. We're thinking about putting you through reconstructive therapy. You're going to rethink the weird fallacies that your mind has created up until this point. We're also going to get you on some sort of exercise routine. It's about getting you in shape and healthier with a better diet. I know you're going to show a lot of resistance towards us at first. But believe us, it's for your own good.
Like hell, it's for my own good. You guys just want to control my life, don't you? Honestly, I've had enough of dealing with stuff like this. Screw all of you! Get that damn divorce if you want. Don't you realize that there's a high-level guy after me right now? I'm the queen bee, after all. Everyone loves me. That's just the fact of it.
Be that as it may, there's one thing that's certain, Sandy. You will get this divorce. I don't know what's going to happen to you after that. Maybe this high-level guy will pick you up. If that's the case, maybe everyone is happy. I mean, if you think about it, you're going to be happy with that guy, and Patrick is going to be able to pursue his dreams with full confidence.
Yeah, right. That guy's going to regret what he's done. I can't believe he would be so selfish. He's going to miss a catch like me. I can guarantee you that much. Give it a couple of months and he's going to be crawling back to me. Too bad for him. I'll be crawling into my Mercedes.
Sandy was almost happy that she got the divorce with Patrick. She actually thought that things were going to be perfect for her from that point on. I heard about what happened from her father, Edward. Apparently, she went to the guy's house the next day, carrying flowers. She was so excited to tell him that she was free and that she could be with him forever now. Unfortunately for her, she got a rude awakening at that point. You see, what happened with that guy is that he lost a bet. Him and his buddies were very rich, and it was very hard to entertain each other. They had experienced every pleasure there is in life. So, what was the next pleasure that they could experience? Well, they decided that subjecting each other to torture was the best way. Anytime those guys competed in something and one of them lost, they would give some sort of weird dare. Those dares would usually consist of running on top of hot coals or spending a week in a jungle all on your own. It would always end up doing something weird and exhilarating to satisfy each other's amusement. So one of those days, the more handsome and successful guy actually lost. Everyone decided that the best type of amusement is to be watching him date a hippopotamus for a month. So for a whole month, Sandy was going on dates with the guy, thinking that he was emotionally invested in her. But he was actually feeling tortured on the inside by his buddies. I guess it's like that old saying, right? Some things are just too good to be true. From that point on, she fell into a state of depression. She never really was the type of person that would work. So she stayed at home just eating all day. Obviously, that type of lifestyle is not sustainable and she had to give it up. She came crawling back to her dad for a place to stay in, and he cut her a deal. Unless she does the therapy that he wanted her to do, he wouldn't let her stay there. From what I hear, she's been begrudgingly doing that therapy. I know she's hating it right now, but soon enough, she's going to start being appreciative for the decision that we made. Patrick, on the other hand, was a different story. With encouragement from me, he finally decided to take a plunge at opening up his own restaurant. It was a risky move, and I had to chip in a little bit of money for him to get started up. But I really believed in the food he had. At the start, he was very worried that people weren't going to like his food. Sandy really did a good job at destroying his confidence. But in all honesty, all of that self-doubt disappeared on the very first day. One customer came in and had an absolutely amazing experience. He went out to tell everyone about it, and within an hour, the whole place was packed. Everyone wanted to eat there. It was the first time I've seen Patrick really in his element, really enjoying himself. Over time, he became more and more known in the community, and a pretty girl that has the sweetness that he desires crossed paths with him. Those two now run the restaurant together. He's in the back, cooking up the food, and she's on the till. It's a really beautiful thing to see. Okay, let me give you a rundown of what's been going on. I had a chat with the company that's helping us move, and they should be able to get everything to us by tomorrow. We're going to have to make do without some furniture just for one day. I asked around the town and noted a couple of really good spots. Only a couple of blocks away, there's a really cheap restaurant that has an all-you-can-eat menu. We can go there when we start to get a little bit more income, particularly on those days where we really need to eat a lot. It'd be a good place to check out. Apart from that, there's a supermarket just a little bit further on. It's a couple of blocks from that restaurant. It's a little bit far away, so we're going to have to try and think of a way to get our groceries efficiently and without tiring ourselves out. We might have to do all our groceries in one hit. Hopefully enough to last for a month. I think that would be the best way, but we'll talk about that later. Apart from that, there's a very tiny park down the road. It's a cute little place that has a lot of children running around it. It might be a good place to relax and just have some fresh air. There's also a nice man serving coffee. He seems friendly enough and has a very thick Turkish accent. I think he's the type that would give us a little bit extra if we became one of his regulars. Anyway, that's it for me. How are things on your end?
Not too bad. I'm taking a look at our finances at the moment and trying to calculate what it's going to look like from this point on.
Okay, that's good. We needed to get to that at some point. How's it looking at the moment?
Well, I'm just doing an early estimate right now, seeing as we've just moved in. I want to be able to give you a clear digit on how things look, but I can only give you a rough number. So, here's what I've got. The rent is going to cost $500 a week. The utilities we're not very sure about, but let's assume they're going to cost $100 a week. Now we have our savings here to cover the first few months of rent, but I've had to deduct the moving costs from those savings. Unfortunately, it's taken a bigger chunk out of our savings than I thought, but we shouldn't need to worry. I think it's still manageable.
Okay, so how's it looking? Are we going to be able to pay for the first month?
We should be fine for the first month, but this is assuming that we start work straight away. We still have to account for the fact that it will take time to find work. And during that time, we're not going to have any income.
You've got a good point there. So how's it looking for the second month then? Are our savings going to last?
Well, before I answer that question, do you have some sort of secret stash of money somewhere that we might need in case there's an emergency?
Well, I have my little piggy bank jar with a couple of coins in it. If you can call that emergency money.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to take that overly forced optimistic answer as a no. Okay. Taking into account the fact that we don't have any more savings, my final answer is that one is a little bit iffy. The forecast is looking cloudy for the second month of living here.
Oh boy, that's not good to hear. But you know what? That's fine. We can work through this.
This is assuming that both of us find a job.
I'm sure we're going to. I mean, we have a whole month to do it, right? Surely things are going to be fine.
Hey, look, I'm glad one of us is optimistic about it.
Well, what can you expect, Sophia? If you're taking on a venture like this, you have to be hopeful for good results, right? How do you feel about everything, though? Are you sure this is what you want to do?
What do you mean if this is what I want to do? Are you telling me that you're starting to doubt me now?
I mean, come on. We knew this was going to be very difficult from the start. It seems like the more and more that we get into our plan, the more complications arise. You can't blame me for being worried, right? I mean, it's understandable if you're having second thoughts about what's going on. I remember the way that we left home must be really heartbreaking for you. If there's anything on your mind, I want you to tell me. I want to know. And you know what? It's still not too late to back out now. I totally understand. I won't be hurt by it. Any girl in your situation would probably do the same thing.
Come on, Caleb. You're not honestly being serious with me right now, are you? Do you really think I'm going to leave you alone after coming this far?
I mean, come on. You did the calculations yourself, right? Things look really dire. Not only that, but look at the place that we're living. It's in New York. You and I both know what it's going to be like trying to maintain a lifestyle here. If you're worried about what's going to happen, I can totally understand.
Caleb, I can't believe you would waste my time bringing up such a silly notion. Do you think I had all those fights with my parents for nothing? Do you think I argued with them for hours and days on end just so I could go back there? Do you think I saved up all this money just to flush it back down into the toilet? Do you think I would be sitting up here all night and day calculating our expenses from this point on if I didn't believe in what we were going to do? Honestly, I don't want you to ask me something so stupid again.
Gosh, look, I don't know what to say. I'm really sorry, Sophia. You're right. You're honestly right. I shouldn't have doubted you. You're going above and beyond for us. I thought it would be better if I let you know that there's always a chance to walk out if you ever needed to. I didn't want you to feel like you were forced and stuck into the situation.
You're acting like I'm some poor girl that has no choice but to stick around with you. Come on, Caleb. I thought you knew me better than that.
I know. It's just we're doing something really unique here. No one else back home would even think about doing something like this. I was just thinking about our classmates, especially the ones that you used to hang around with. All the girls. They all decided to go to a university in that area. Chances are they're going to find a job back in their hometown. They're going to contribute to the community. Everyone is going to know each other. They don't have to make a new friend group either. When you can compare it to what we're doing, it's quite easy, isn't it? I'm sure at some point that type of lifestyle is going to look really attractive to you. You might start to regret doing what we're doing here.
There you go again, Caleb. I hope you weren't worrying about this type of thing for a long time. You're better off worrying about a meteorite coming to hit the Earth than me leaving you. Do you actually think I'm like the other girls back in our school? Did you actually put me on such a low level? I'm not like them. I'm different. What they're aiming for is so insignificant. It's so boring. It doesn't excite me at all. I feel like if I went down the route that they did, I'd be doing myself a disservice. I'd be doing my parents a disservice, even though they don't agree with the decision that I've made. I don't want to be aiming for mediocrity. I want to be aiming for excellence. Those girls going to university and pretending to work towards their career or whatever, that isn't my idea of excellence. All they're going to do is just play around a little bit until they find the guy to actually support them. I'm not like that. I want to be the only person that makes my dreams a reality. I want to be able to take the credit for it. I don't want to be known as some sort of loser that piggybacks off other people. Like, come on, Caleb. You and I have dated for this long. We've had so many discussions together. You really didn't know this was the type of person that I am?
Obviously, I know that you're different from everyone else. Why do you think I wanted to date you in the first place? You're the only person that I can do this with.
Well, if that's the case, you should stop worrying. If I'm the only person that you can do this with, then there is no other option. The only option is for you and I to stay together and do what we have to do.
At the same time, I still think there's a part of you that would find what they're doing attractive. Obviously, you're very different from them, but at the end of the day, we all have the same desires. We're all human.
Yeah, right. Not me. Those stupid little airheads only care about the simple pleasures in life. That doesn't mean anything to me. I'm after a legacy. I want to be known for something. It's up to you and me to create that.
Thanks for telling me that, Sophia. It's really good to know. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit worried about everything from this point on. To hear that you're this committed to the mission makes me so glad. I don't know if I could do this type of thing by myself. If you were out of the picture, it would be a really rough road for me.
Hey, well, it's both of us, isn't it? I'm sure it's gonna be rough at the start, but you know what? I say bring it on! I want to see how much I can take.
That's great. That's the exact spirit that we need. It's good to know that you have the same level of tenacity as I do. If we keep this up, we're gonna do fine.
Of course I do. Did you think I was losing steam after arguing with my parents for that long? Of course not. They just made me feel more devoted and motivated to do what we have to do.
I have to say, that was quite an event, wasn't it? I think it must be really hard on them to have their little girl go off and make a decision like this at such a young age.
Look, they can only treat me like their little princess for so long until I have to fly away from the nest and become my own person. I mean, sure, I guess they have a point. This type of decision that I'm making is a big one, and it's starting so early in my life. You and I are only 18 years old. We only just graduated from high school, and to do something like this is a huge step.
I know, right? My parents didn't cause a commotion as big as your parents did, but they weren't too happy with the idea of me moving away from home either. They told me that we're just a bunch of kids and we don't know what we're doing. We've got no experience being an adult. We don't have any experience working. We don't have any experience of living on our own. Neither of us knows how to cook. We're going into this one blind, and we're living in one of the hardest places in the world.
You're damn straight we are. Let me just tell you, I'm nothing but excited for what's going to come from this point on.
You really believe in us, don't you? Sophia, you really think that we're going to hit it big out here?
If I thought otherwise, I'd still be sitting in that old town of ours, doing the same thing as everyone else. Going to the same parties as them, not truly living, not truly achieving anything. Just repeating the cycle of having a mediocre life doing mediocre things. And from that point on, leaving a lineage of mediocre children. I want to break that cycle. I want to do something that actually means something. I'm so glad you came to me with that dream that day.
Oh, wow. Just thinking about that day still gives me goosebumps. It took me a lot of courage to tell you that. I wasn't sure what was going to happen afterward.
What you told me that day changed our lives. It took us off the path of being normal people and onto the one chasing a proper dream.
Just thinking back on it now, I still remember how much I was contemplating on telling you. I really did care about you. I still do, obviously, but back then it meant so much to me. I was really torn between two things. Should I stay in that town and continue my life with you? Or should I chase something and be the person that I believe I should be? Obviously now I know that both are achievable, but back then I thought I could only choose one.
Why did you think something like that back then?
Well, let's take a look at the facts. You're the most popular girl in school. You were adored by everyone. I was getting the impression that you wanted to keep staying in that community, being a part of everyone. And you know what? That's totally fine. If that's what you wanted to do, I would respect that. There's nothing wrong with doing that at all. It's just that I felt like my calling was elsewhere.
Little did you know that I was wanting the same thing as you.
You sure were. When you told me that day, it took me off my feet. I had no idea you would give me that answer. I took you out to the lookout overlooking our little city. It was a normal date that we usually have. I wasn't expecting anything special except for the thing that I had to tell you that day. Me and you standing on that lookout would be the last time that I stared at that city of mine. It would probably be the last time I spoke with you.
You told me that you wanted to be powerful and successful. You wanted to live in New York City, the Big Apple. You wanted to live in a high-rise apartment overlooking everyone. You wanted to look down and see Central Park right underneath you. It's something that you wanted as long as you remembered.
That's right. You remembered everything I said that day. There was a part of me that felt like I was destined for something better. I was destined for something better than my father's business. I've been helping him run his business for a long time now, and I could probably do it even better than him if I took over. But it'd be a waste of my talents if I did that. With my grades, I know I could have gone to university and started some sort of academic career as well. But none of these is what I truly wanted to do. There was a life waiting for me outside of that little town of ours. There was something special for me out there that I knew was here in New York City.
You tried to break up with me. You tried to leave me in that town all on my own. Some boyfriend you are.
Well, look, like I said, I thought that's where your heart laid. If I told anyone else in that town what I told you, they would have told me that I was crazy. There's nothing special about living in a big city like that. What's more important than community? What's more important than family? I mean, look, our parents put up a fight about us leaving, didn't they? Everyone's been brainwashed to think that they have to stay there. No one aspires to do anything more than that. The chances that you were the same was pretty high if you asked me.
Well, I was thinking about the exact same thing the whole time in high school. I knew at some point that I was going to tell you that I was going to leave. In fact, when we graduated, I had it set in my heart that you and I would separate. If you didn't tell me that day, things would have been a lot different.
I guess I really dodged a bullet there, didn't I? But look at us now. Two kids from a town that no one's even heard of here in the big city. The Big Apple. Who would have thought that we'd come this far?
Well, hey, look, don't act like we've already done it. We haven't done anything yet. We still got a lot to do from this point on. It's too early to start doing a victory cheer. We have to get down to work.
You know what? You're right. It's time to stop dreaming. It's time to start doing.
Good. Because let me just remind you, Caleb, we only got a limited amount of time and a limited amount of money to work with. We have to get everything set up in this apartment, and then we have to get out there looking for jobs. It's not going to be easy.
I have to say, for a crappy apartment like this, I can't believe they would charge us this much. I mean, I knew New York was expensive, but to be this expensive...
Look, that doesn't matter. The point is that we're here now, and we have to make do with what we've got.
I know that, but that landlord has to be out of his mind. I mean, it's not like we're made of money. We're just kids at the end of the day. You'd think he'd be a little bit more lenient with us.
It doesn't matter. I'm guessing that's the attitude they have here. It's either you toughen up and get with the flow, or you get out. There's no in-between. But that's fine. I'm ready for it. We just have to plan for this and be ready for the tough times ahead.
You're right. I guess we would have to put walking through Central Park on the back burner for now. We can enjoy what the city has to offer later on in our life when we've achieved what we're meant to.
Exactly. Until we're living in that high-rise like you said we will be, we shouldn't be indulging in ourselves. We have to have our heads straight and focused on the mission.
Good point. Anyway, I'm out at the moment. I'm close to that grocery store that I mentioned earlier. What would you like for dinner tonight? They've got a lot of great items here. You said that we're in a little bit of a pinch for money, so I'll start with something super basic. They've got some bananas here on sale and some other fruit items. They're going to be a really good part of our diet, so I'll bring those home. I'm also going to buy some ingredients for spaghetti. We're going to have to make the sauce ourselves to cut down on the expenses. I've never done it before, but I've got a pretty decent recipe. I've got full confidence in it. Apart from that, we'll have to cut back on any soft drinks and just stick to water. Go for the bare minimums.
No, we're not getting any of that. Don't buy any fruit and don't buy anything for spaghetti.
What did you say? You want me to get nothing at all?
We're going to stick to chicken noodles and that's it. If we go anything beyond that, I'm not sure if we're going to last the 2 months here. We're probably going to get evicted.
Wow. So I'm guessing it's just chicken noodles for a whole 2 months, is it? Well, good thing I've always been a reserved eater. I'll stock up on some very cheap food items if that's the case.
That would be a good idea. While you're at it, it might be a good idea to get some canned tuna. That can be our protein.
Are you serious right now? Just the canned tuna and nothing else? Can I at least buy some sauce for it or something?
It's really pushing it. But you know what? Fine. We'll just have to work harder to get a job quicker. You can buy some tomato sauce, but you have to use it sparingly. That thing has to last us for a long time.
Oh boy. Looks like we're really living on the bare minimum, aren't we?
We sure are. But you know what, Caleb? It's fine. I believe in us. I believe we can make something of ourselves. And if you're by my side, I can withstand anything.
I'm glad. I'm feeling the same way about you. If that's the case, I guess I can stop worrying about you going back to our town and leaving me, right? We're in this one together.
Of course we are.
So, how about that wedding that we were planning a couple of months from now? It's not going to be fancy, but I really want to do it. I want to devote myself to you 100%. I feel like if I don't tie a knot with you, then I haven't truly done that. What do you think?
What do you think my answer is going to be? Of course it's going to be a yes. But we need to have some sort of financial foundation first. I don't want to marry you and then just starve to death afterward.
You have a point there, honey.
Am I honey already?
In my mind, you've been honey from the day I met you. Anyway, I'm going to get the groceries and head straight back there. If you can get a couple of resumes for me written up, I can get to work straight away. We might have to work at the bottom of the barrel and then work our way up from there. Anything to just get the money for the first 3 months. But don't worry. I promise you. I promise you with everything I have that we're going to rise higher than that. Do you believe in me?
I believe in us. I already have everything written out for you. So just get back here and you can start applying. Don't think you're the only one that's looking for a job. If we're going to achieve this dream of ours, we both have to work towards it. I can't sit here slacking off.
Well, I guess we know where each other stand now, don't we? I'm going to rush home now. Here's to our life from this point on. Canned tuna and chicken noodles. This is going to be a great story to tell the kids. Hey, honey. How are you going? It's 6:30 and I haven't got a message from you. I'm just checking up on you to make sure that everything's okay. I'm going to assume that they're getting you to do overtime today. You must be really exhausted. This is the 5th time they've done it this week, and they want you to work on the weekend as well. I'm a little bit worried about you. How are you feeling?
Caleb, look, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I've got everything under control. Just do what you have to do. Get the ingredients for dinner tonight and have something for me when I get home. I probably won't be able to eat with you, but if you keep it in the microwave, I'll eat it when I get home.
Wow. It's going to be another one of those nights, is it? These days, you and I hardly see each other. I leave early for work and you come home late.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you're complaining about. This is the type of life that we expected to live, right? We don't have a choice. It's gotta be this way.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. We're still not at the place where we want to be yet, are we? It's going to take us some time to get there. But if we just keep at it, I'm sure it's going to come true. But you know what I was thinking? Maybe I can stay up a little bit later tonight. We don't need to have spaghetti. I know you must be getting sick of it. There's only so many ways you can cook the same dish, right? We've got to have something special every now and then. It's not like we're in the conditions that we were in 5 years ago. We don't need to live that strict lifestyle of eating chicken noodles and tuna. We can be a little bit on the extravagant side. We definitely have the money for it.
Are you kidding me right now? Caleb, are you seriously suggesting something as stupid as that? If that's the way you're thinking, you can just get the hell out of my apartment.
Whoa. What the hell is that about? Sophia, don't talk to me like that. I'm your husband. I care about you. I'm saying this because I want you to take it easier on yourself. You're only human at the end of the day. You can't do everything.
How about you just shut up? You don't know my limit. You don't know how much I'm capable of. Stop infecting me with that soft attitude of yours. It's not going to help either of us.
Okay, but Sophia, all I'm doing is suggesting that we have something different tonight. Is that such a big deal? This is just one meal. Come on, we can eat something apart from Mrs. Chang's food for once, right? Maybe we can get a pizza and share it together. Just something a little bit different, something extra. This is New York after all. We can get some Papa John's.
Come on, Caleb. Can you just be quiet right now? I'm not going to eat Papa John's. It's not going to do me any good.
Well, I don't know about that. It could help you a lot, actually. It's all stimulation to the brain at the end of the day. You can't just keep giving yourself the same thing.
You know what else would increase my efficiency at work? If I could actually just get back to it? Do you seriously have to sit there texting me all night? Don't you have anything better to do? If you've got time to annoy me, how about you find another way to bring some income into our house?
Okay. I'm sorry, Sophia. You're really beginning to worry me lately.
Oh my god, does it ever end with you? Can you just, leave me alone? I'm doing what I meant to do. I'm working towards our dream. Do you have to keep bothering me? What do you mean you're worried about me? What is there to worry about?
I don't know. It's just the way that you're talking lately. It doesn't seem like you.
Okay, but let's take a look at the facts. Am I doing what I meant to be doing? Am I doing my absolute best to get a promotion and move up in life so that we can be living in that high-rise building like we've always dreamed of? Yes or no? Caleb, have I been doing that?
Of course you have. You've been giving it 110% effort.
I've been giving it more than that. I've basically sold my soul to this dream of ours.
Okay, fine. That's exactly what you've done. You're doing great and I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, right. I'm sure you're proud of me. Don't sit there and give me your empty words of encouragement.
What are you talking about? Why would you call them empty words?
That's exactly what they are. Look, Caleb, if you're not going to be honest with me, I'd rather you not say anything at all. If I'm not doing a good job, then don't sit there and pretend that I am. Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I'm like some little kid that believes everything that people tell them? Well, I'm not. I'm a fully grown woman that understands the situation. I know that things are in the crapper at the moment.
Sophia, that is just absolutely ridiculous. How could you think that way? Things are going a lot better than you are making it out to be. I mean, just take a look at how far we've come. We eat a decent meal every day. Now we're able to have a balanced diet. We've both got jobs, and they pay a decent amount of money. The two of us are working toward that dream. There's no need to rush. Why are you treating this like we're stuck in the same place we were 5 years ago?
Well, think about it, Caleb. Who cares?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Exactly what I said. Who cares? None of this is important. It doesn't matter that our diet has improved. It doesn't matter that we both have jobs now. There's only one goal, and that goal is to be living in a fantastic home overlooking Central Park. Is that goal achieved yet?
Well, not yet. But that's not to say that we haven't been making strides towards it.
Caleb, that's irrelevant. The question is if we've achieved it or not, and the answer is no. We're still not there. We're still living in the crappy apartment that we're living in now. We still have cockroaches crawling into our room at night. We're still living in a place where the shower suddenly turns into cold water in the middle of winter. We're still far from the place we're meant to be, and you're acting like everything is all sunshine and roses.
Okay, look. I'll admit there are sorts of downsides to our situation, but that's not to say that we haven't come far. I think it's important to realize that.
Okay, and it's also important to realize that things aren't as great as we feel they are. Just because we have a decent meal now doesn't mean we can get soft. If you ask me, it's way too early to go to Papa John's and get a large pizza for us to pat ourselves on the back with. We still have a lot of work to do.
Okay. Look, I'm sorry. You've got a good point. Maybe I am starting to slip up a little bit. Are you sure everything is okay, though?
Oh my god! Are you seriously going to keep pushing? Look, however I feel doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the work.
Okay, but I really need to understand what's going on with you. We're married now. We're a team. We need to understand where each other is at. I've noticed a really significant change in the way you're talking recently. You're also doing a lot more work than you're used to. I just want to know where you're at right now. Just give me an answer and I'll stop worrying about you.
Trust me! Come on, Caleb. Do you really have to push me like that? Can't you just accept that everything is fine right now?
Well, I really beg to differ. A team works better when they're working together, right? We need to know where each other's at. We're not two independent people. Tell me what's on your mind. Why are you at work so much? It's not like it's a busy season now or anything. What are you trying to hide from me?
God, do you really want me to tell you? Do I really have to explain why I feel the way I do right now?
Well, how do you feel? Because it sounds to me that you're really stressed out and you're taking it out on me. Which is totally fine. I just need to know what's going on in your world.
This is all your fault, Caleb. Everything. The way I feel and how things are going is all because of you.
Hold on a second. What do you mean, all because of me? Did I do something?
You did. You did something. And now I have to change myself because of it.
What did I do exactly?
It's that promotion of yours.
My promotion? What's that supposed to mean? You're not happy that I got a promotion?
Look, I didn't really want to tell you this, but I was really sad that day you told me you got a promotion.
Why would you be sad about it? That's something to be happy about, isn't it? That's one step closer to the goal. I'm really confused as to why that would make you upset.
That promotion isn't as simple as you think it is. It's not just evidence that you're going to be taking on bigger responsibilities. It's not just a bigger increase in your paycheck. Your promotion is evidence that you're moving up in life.
Okay, and do you know what, Sophia? Those all sound like good things. Where's the bad part?
The bad part is that you've got a promotion and I haven't. I mean, sure, it's great that you've moved up your annual salary to $100,000 a year. That's honestly an amazing achievement. That's more than I could even imagine staying in that little town that we used to. But let's take a look at the facts. I'm still working in the company that I'm in, and I haven't moved up that much. I got my promotion a couple of years ago, and things haven't changed since. I'm still in the same position that I am. You, on the other hand, get promotions like it's Oprah giving everyone a free car. It's just way too easy for you. It's starting to get on my nerves.
Oh, wow, Sophia. I have to admit, I had no idea this has been the way you were feeling. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I didn't realize things earlier. I should have been more attentive to how you felt. I knew that day that something was wrong. I told you about the promotion, and before you smiled, you gave me this look of fear, this look of agony. I ignored it at the time, but thinking back on it, I should have picked up on it.
Well, look, there's no point in feeling sad and sorry for me. I don't want you to get all sappy with me. The only thing I have to do is continue working hard. Clearly, I haven't shown my true potential to everyone. As much as I believe in myself, no one believes in me. So I have to give them the evidence that I'm capable of doing something. Sure, I'll admit I don't need to be at work right now. I don't need to be at work on the weekend either. It's not like we're behind on anything or it's particularly busy. I just want to go the extra distance for them. Show them that I can do a bit more than what my position allows. Do you see where I'm coming from?
I do, Sophia. I honestly do, and I think it's amazing. I've always admired your dedication and devotion. Not many people would do this. I mean, let's just take a look at us. It's been 5 years now. Every year we have a new hurdle that we have to jump over. There's always an obstacle for us to deal with. But we've been able to do it together. Anytime you could have given up and gone back home. But you haven't. You've given it your all, and I honestly admire it.
Well, it's too early to praise me.
You know what I'm thinking? Just give it 1 day. Just take 1 day off.
Are you serious right now? You're seriously asking me that after I explained everything to you. Don't you realize what position I'm in? I don't have time to take a day off.
Come on, Sophia. 1 day isn't going to do anything. I'm sure you're going to go back to work on the weekend. I'm sure you're going to give it your all next week as well. Compared to the amount of effort you put in, they're not going to notice 1 day. I'm just asking you for this 1 day for us to spend time together like a married couple. To actually know each other.
Okay, well, why are you asking me this right now? It's fine. I can go on a little bit longer.
That doesn't matter. I don't care if you were able to work 24 hours and not even get tired afterward. At the end of the day, I'm sitting at home without a wife right now. I haven't seen you in weeks. Well, I'm not going to keep standing for this any longer. You and I are going out for a date tonight, and that's that.
Why are you doing this to me? There's so much stuff I want to do.
Are you seriously telling me right now that you don't want to go on a date with me either? I know you've missed me. It's been way too long since we've seen each other. The work is important, I'll admit that. But we need some time to ourselves, don't we? You finish your work tonight, but I don't want you coming in on the weekend. Let's go check out Central Park. Let's have a little taste of what we want to have in the future.
Caleb, I really don't know. I think we're being a little bit hasty if we start enjoying ourselves now. That's something that we're meant to do when we've got the place that we want to live in. Not while we're living in the crappy apartment that we are in now.
Are you being serious right now? Sophia, I'm not inviting you to an expensive 5-star restaurant or to some extravagant play that's going to last 2 hours. All I'm asking you is to grab a coffee with me and have a little bit of a walk. Let's not forget that there's a romantic side to our relationship, too. It's just 1 weekend. What do you say?
Caleb, can you give me some time to think about it?
Nope. In fact, I'm not having any negotiations on this one. I'm doing this for you. I get it. You want to do a good job at work. You want people to understand how much effort you're putting in. I think if you take a step back from it and relax a little bit, it's going to help you when you jump back into the fray. So we're going to have this weekend off. You and I are actually going to dress like a couple. We're going to enjoy ourselves like a couple. You understand me?
Okay, fine. Let's go then. But if you and I are going on a date, I don't want you wearing that stupid t-shirt of yours.
What are you talking about? Stupid? You're not referring to the Darth Vader one, are you?
That's exactly what I'm referring to. I don't want you embarrassing me like that. Wear something proper for once.
Hey, come on. Don't say that to me. I used to wear that to all our dates. You used to love that thing. You know, if I'm going to pull out my little Darth Vader impersonation, it's not going to look the same if I'm not wearing that t-shirt.
Let's be honest, your impression wasn't even good to begin with or without the t-shirt.
Well, would you take a look at that? I think I'm actually starting to see my wife seep through the cracks there. Anyway, I won't take you out of your work mood any more than that. I'll let you insult me as much as you want this weekend. For now, just do your best in the workplace, honey. Hey, honey, I'm on my way home now. I'm really sorry it's getting late. You wouldn't believe the type of day I've had. Some of the younger employees made a huge mistake today. I've had to clean up their mess. It took me the whole day. It really took it out of me. Not only that, but the craziest thing happened on the subway. This guy and his wife were arguing with each other. They were at some gathering with their friends and weren't happy with the impression they gave everyone. They were trying to blame each other for what happened, and they didn't even realize that their kid was rolling onto the tracks. I was the only one that noticed, and I actually ran in and stopped their pram from almost getting hit by a train. From that point on, I got into an argument with them. They're getting angry at me for saving their kid. Can you believe that? Anyway, you know what? I've had a really rough day, and all I can think about is dinner. I guess you're on spaghetti duty today, aren't you? You have no idea how much I'm looking forward to that.
Come on! Are you being serious with me right now? Do you really think we're going to eat spaghetti on a day like this?
You've got to be kidding me. You're telling me that I can't get something special just for today. Don't tell me that we're reverting to the tuna and the chicken noodles again. I know we've been doing it lately, but can I just have spaghetti today? Come on, I really need something else. If I have to go home and eat that chicken noodle again, I think we're going to have to save up money for a therapist. I'll be clinically depressed from that point on.
Don't be stupid. We're not going to eat any of that crap. Not on a day like this. Forget about the spaghetti. Forget about the canned tuna. We're not doing that. We're going to Caviar Caspia.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Look, Sophia, I'm really not in the mood for jokes right now. I don't want to hear that. Just make me the spaghetti and I can go to bed happy enough to wake up for the next morning.
Do you actually think I'm joking? I'm 100% serious. I've already made the booking, so you can't back out of it now. We're going to that restaurant.
What do you mean? What's going on right now? Who is this? Is this even my wife? There's no way she would make a booking like that one. That place is way too expensive.
Why wouldn't she?
Well, I'm going to assume that the person I'm talking to right now is not my wife. Keep this one between you and me. She's absolutely anal. She wants to live on the bare minimum until we're living in the fancy house that I promised her. So, good job trying to impersonate my wife. Now I want to hear what's going on. Where is she? Who are you?
Oh my god! Caleb, just calm down. It's me. It's Sophia.
Is it actually? Why, though? I wasn't expecting anything like this. This is way too out of the blue. Did you hit your head or something?
You're not going to believe what happened today. It's finally paid off. Everything. All those late nights, all those days working on the weekend, even the white hairs that I've grown on the top of my head.
Hold on a second. Your hair has been going white? We're meant to be young. I can't believe that's happening.
Well, that doesn't matter. Who cares? Because guess what? I finally did it. I got the promotion. Aren't you proud of me?
Wait just a second. I don't believe you. Are you telling me the truth right now? You're not lying to me, are you?
Of course not. I'm not going to lie about something like this. I actually got it. It's finally happened.
This is amazing. I can't believe it. Gosh, I wish you were just here so I could hold you in my arms. This is the best news I've had all day. Screw everything that happened. I don't give a damn about any of that anymore. You actually got your promotion. You have no idea how proud I am of you. This is fantastic. Sophia, we have to do something. This is a really big deal. We have to go out. We have to drink. We have to celebrate.
Come on. Why do you think I'm inviting you to the restaurant? That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to have an amazing night today. Our lives are going to be completely different from this point on.
How much was your raise anyway?
You're not going to believe this. They've gone beyond just doubling it. They've noticed all the effort I've put in over the years, all the sweat and tears that I've poured into this company. Because of that, they've offered me $160,000 a year! Isn't that great?
Wow, that's just perfect. That's way more than me.
I know, right? You must be pretty jealous. Your little $100,000 a year looks nothing compared to my salary now.
You've got a point there. I can't believe this is happening. I feel like I'm in a dream or something.
Yeah, well, just wait till we have the dinner and you go to sleep tonight. You're not gonna feel like you're in a dream after that. This is the new reality for us. I want you to understand that.
I knew this would happen. I knew we would have some tough times together. But things would start flowing into our direction. I'm really keen to start celebrating with you tonight.
Well, you're telling me. And listen, the celebrations don't stop there. I've hired out a venue for this weekend. I'm gonna celebrate with my coworkers as well. You're gonna be there.
Oh, wow. Who is this? Is this a new Sophia? Is this really the same person that I married before? It looks like you're finally starting to open up and enjoy yourself a little bit.
Well, hey, come on. This is some really good news, isn't it? I mean, from this point on, we're gonna be earning a lot of money. What's one little celebration going to do? It's not that big of a deal. We need to learn to take it easy and enjoy ourselves sometimes, just like you said. And what better occasion to enjoy ourselves than something like this?
This just makes me so happy to hear. I knew you would come around at some point. Sophia, it's not such a bad thing, is it? It's good to take it easy every now and then. Anyway, you know what? Because of this, we're going to have to dress up a little bit fancy, aren't we? I don't know if that suit that I have at home is going to be appropriate for the restaurant we're going to. We're really going to stick out there.
Don't worry about that. There's a little gift for you on that bed.
What do you mean by that?
Well, let's just say that I've taken your measurements in secret and have ordered a suit for you in advance.
Are you kidding me right now? When did you do that? Where did you get the suit anyway?
You're going to love it. The suit is from Armani. It's one of the highest quality suits that you can get. It's going to suit you just perfectly. I was very particular about taking your measurements.
Are you kidding me right now? You got it from Armani? That's insane! How much did that thing cost? I think we went a little bit overboard on this one.
Come on, this is one occasion. This is the one time that I want you to look your best. Surely you can do that for me, right? Even if the suit is a little bit expensive.
I know, I get it. But to get it from Armani is just a little bit over the top. I was expecting just to buy a newer suit that didn't have dust on it. I didn't think you would go this far, though.
Well, hey, what's the big issue here? It's not like we don't have the savings for it, right? You and I have been working hard on the grind for the past few years. We haven't treated ourselves to anything. We've got the money to buy something like this, so why shouldn't we? Plus, it's not like things are going to be tough from this point on. I've got my promotion and you've got yours. We're earning decent money now.
I don't know, Sophia. I don't think this is a good idea. I mean, I do like that you're starting to open up a lot more, but don't get too excited. We still have a goal to achieve.
Of course. Don't think I've forgotten. I know what we have to do. Anyway, look, I've got some things to do and I need to get prepared as well. I want you to hurry up and get that suit on. Our reservation is in 1 hour and I don't want you to be late.
All right, don't worry, honey. I'm rushing home now. You don't know how excited I am. I've been looking forward to a day like this forever. Whoa, hey, that was like such a totally awesome party, man. Thanks so much. What was your name again? Was it Kebab or something? It's Caleb. My name is Caleb. Yeah, that's right. Caleb. Hey, man, like so sorry about spilling all that drink all over you. That was just like so out of place, man. I swear that guy behind me pushed me into it. There's no way I would have tripped and spilled all of that over you. You're not still mad about that, are you? Well, let's put aside the fact that the suit I was wearing today was specially ordered by my wife. If we do that, then no, I'm not angry at you at all.
Hey man, that's just like so good to hear. I hate the fact that that's like my first impression on you. You and I have to, totally have to catch up at some point. We have a lot to talk about.
Oh, really? What was your name again? It was Ben, wasn't it? What do we have to talk about exactly?
Well, like your wife and I are like peanut butter and jelly, man. We're always together. The best combo.
Okay, I see. So you work very closely with my wife, don't you? I noticed that after you spilled that drink on me, she sent you out to the cab. You and her were gone for quite a long time. Do you know what happened there?
Oh yeah. No, don't worry about that, man. Nothing went on at all. She's just like a really good boss and everything. She takes care of me all the time. She's like the best at what we do. Every now and then I kind of make a mistake at work and she's always there to help me out. She's like a second mom, man. I'm super grateful for her.
I see. So nothing happened then? She just took you out to the cab and when you went home she came back?
Well, man, I don't know what happened afterwards, but yeah, she put me in the cab. Maybe she, went for a smoke or something.
That's not true. I know my wife. She doesn't smoke. The thing is, when she took you out to that cab, she was out for a really long time. I was very worried about what happened to her. She wasn't drinking that much tonight, so I thought something happened.
Well, hey, she, totally came back to the party, right? So there's nothing to worry about. She's safe and sound, my man. Anyway, that was just, totally bonkers. I can't believe she would do that. Sophia's, super crazy, man. You guys must have tons of fun together.
Yeah. Well, maybe we do.
What do you mean, maybe? It's pretty obvious. I mean, take a look at the party that we had today. Did you know that she's paying for everyone's drink?
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Yeah, man. All of this is on the house. She wants to pay for the drinks, the food, and everything. She's a real people pleaser, isn't she? You've got an amazing woman right there. You ought to consider yourself lucky.
That's very interesting. Thank you for telling me that, Ben. I had no idea how the expenses were for this event. She must be spending a lot of money.
Hey, bro, you're telling me. I mean, take a look at this place. Not only is the venue super chill, man, it's got everything. It's got the chandelier. It's got the fountain. Not only that, but did you see the entertainment for tonight? Those guys, totally sounded like Jersey boys. It was insane.
Yeah, it was quite spectacular, wasn't it? Anyway, did you manage to get home?
Yeah, man. I just gotta walk up this flight of steps. I've been here for about 5 minutes now.
What do you mean you've been in that for about 5 minutes?
Well, look, as I was walking home, I kinda tripped and fell on the stairs. I don't really feel like walking up them, so I'm in the process of crawling up there. I'm just, so wasted, man. Oh, so tired. I don't know why I need to push myself and get to my bed when this staircase is just so cozy. I feel like little Brandon wrapped up in Mommy's womb.
Well, you know what, Ben? I have full confidence that you're going to be able to make it to your bed in no time. You have a good night.
Yeah, you too, Mr. Kebab! You have a good one and say hello to the wife for me. Tell her that I had a great time with the party. I'll see her at work.
Hey, honey, I'm taking a look at a couple of our statements, and there are a lot of odd purchases here. What are you doing today? It's rare that we actually get to spend the weekend together. I was hoping that you could come here and we could talk about some of this. I mean, some of the purchases here are just insane. I mean, $2,000 at a clothing store, $10,000 on furniture. I think we're getting a little bit too excited with the money right now. We need to cut back on it.
Hey, babe. I'm just out with my girlfriends at the moment. We're looking for some classy items for us classy ladies. Anyway, how's your weekend? Have you cleaned the house for me?
Don't worry about the house. We don't have a lot of items here, so it's very easy to clean. I was able to do it within half an hour. But look, I know you're out there having fun with your friends, and that's great and everything, but we still have something we're working towards.
Yeah?
Yes. With that being the case, I'd like you to come home so we can talk about how we use our money. I've done the calculations, and it looks like we're losing money. If we don't sort out our habits now, we're just going to be walking further and further away from the goal that we decided to chase after.
Oh my god, babe, can you just, calm down? It's just a couple of purchases, isn't it? Stop taking it so seriously. Besides, weren't you the one that was telling me that if we have money, we should be able to enjoy it a little bit?
Okay, yes, I do remember saying that. But at the same time, within reason. I said that in the sense that we should spend our money every now and then. We're living a very harsh lifestyle. We don't want the city to eat us up. I feel like if we start getting into the habit of making all these purchases, we're not going to be in the place that we really want to be. Isn't that true happiness? Fulfilling the goal that we decided so long ago? If it is, then I think we should put a bit more effort into working towards that.
Oh my god, babe, you just worry about this way too much. It's fine, honestly. What's a couple of purchases going to do? You act like we're going to be out on the street in 2 weeks. We've got the money for this, so stop worrying, okay?
Hey, Sophia, I really don't think that's the type of attitude we should have. I mean, before, maybe we were a little bit too strict, but now we're too free with our money. We have to cut back on it. Do you think you can find a healthy medium between spending money and earning it? I've done the calculations, and if we keep this up, it's going to be years before we buy that house of ours. Do you want us to be old and still haven't achieved our dream yet?
Just calm down already. That's not going to happen. Trust me, I know it seems like I'm going a bit overboard and I'm enjoying myself. But hey, I got a promotion, didn't I? We have money coming in. There's nothing to worry about. You know what? If you're that jealous of me earning more money than you, maybe you should start putting a bit more effort in your work. Make it your goal to actually earn more money than me.
What are you trying to say? That I'm not actually trying at work? You don't actually think that, do you?
Well, yeah, sure, you try hard, but clearly you're not trying hard enough. I mean, I'm earning more money than you, aren't I? Aren't you meant to be the man of this family? You should be the one earning more money. I guess you better just catch up, babe.
Sophia, don't worry about that. I'm doing my part at work. Trust me on that. It's not like I get my promotion and I'm just going to stop there. Obviously, I'm aiming higher. But at the same time, just because we're earning more money doesn't mean that we should get more relaxed about our lifestyle. We're making good progress and we're doing good things, but we still have to remain focused. There will be a time where we can have a bit more money to enjoy ourselves. I promise you that. But until we get to that house that we desire to be in, we need to calm down.
Oh my god, that is just so funny. You're talking about calming down, and that's exactly what I want to tell you.
I'm not exactly worried at the moment, but I'm just saying if we don't change something now, things will get difficult. How about you just come back home so we can figure out a way for you to have some fun and for us to start saving money for the house that we want? We can find a happy medium, I'm sure.
Yeah, thanks, but no thanks. The girls and I are going to buy some sexy new suits to wear around the office. I'm telling you, all the boys' eyes are going to be on us after that.
Is that really important at the moment? Sophia, do you really care about the guys checking you out at the office?
Why? What's going on with you? You starting to get jealous or something? Oh my god, that is just so cute. Don't worry. You're my husband at the end of the day, aren't you? I won't do anything like that.
Okay. If you have no intentions of doing that, why does it matter so much to you? Just wear the suit that you've always worn. A skimpy outfit is not going to get you a promotion or anything. Your work ethic is what gets you there.
Oh my god. Babe, can you just stop souring my mood, please? I hate it when you kill my vibe like that. Even you have to admit that you love walking around in a suit that has that nice brand new smell to it. I know you love it when the girls are staring at you.
It doesn't matter to me whether or not people are staring at me. The only thing I'm looking at is my goal. I wish you had the same attitude, to be honest.
Hey, do I have to remind you that I was the one that followed you out to this damn city in the first place? Are you really going to sit there and ask me to prove myself to you? Gosh, you're just so insensitive. Can you just leave me alone? I work all week trying to put money into the household, and you're actually going to lecture me on how I use that money? Just leave me alone, will you?
Sophia, that's not what I meant at all. I just want to bring our concentration back to what really matters. Surely you understand that.
Yeah, I get it. You don't have to ring it into my head all the time. Gosh, my mood is just so ruined right now. If I go back to my girls, they're going to notice that I'm so annoyed. I'm going to go buy a new Gucci bag. That's going to put me back in a good mood. See you later. Don't message me for the rest of the day. I don't want you killing my vibe again.
Sophia, what are you talking about right now? Since when did you use words like vibe? This is totally unlike you. Also, you've already bought 5 Gucci bags already. Just how many do you need? I haven't seen you use any of those bags once since you've bought them. I need you to hurry up and get back home. We need to have this discussion today. Not tomorrow, not next week. We need to do it today. Do you hear me, Sophia? Don't think I'm joking around. I'm so serious about this. Hey, Sophia. What have you been doing lately? I really need to have a talk with you. I have a lot of questions and not enough answers. Did you notice the Audi R8 in the parking slot that we own? That car has been there for a while now. You wouldn't happen to know anything about it, do you? If you don't, we better contact the landlord. Some idiot has left his car there and forgotten about it.
Hey, babe. I totally forgot to tell you about the car. Isn't it amazing? Just how awesome is that car? Who would have thought that we'd be driving something like that someday? Anyway, look, that car is technically mine, but I can let you drive it every now and then. You have to be extra nice to me, though. If I'm not in a good mood, I'm not going to lend it to you.
Wait, are you trying to say that you bought that car? With our money?
Babe, of course I did. What did you think I did? Steal it?
Sophia, what the hell? What have you done? You didn't actually buy this car, did you? I cannot believe you. This has to be a lie. You must be joking with me. I don't believe this.
Babe. Just calm down. What are you getting so worked up about? It's just a car, isn't it? Oh, wait. Are you that excited to drive it? That is so cute. You know what? I'll tell you where the keys are, and you can go take it out for a spin yourself. But hey, that's my special ride. I put a lot of effort into getting the money for it. Don't you dare put a scratch on it.
I cannot believe what I am hearing right now. This is actually true. You actually bought a car without my permission.
Hey, what does that mean? Am I supposed to, ask your permission for it? Are you my dad or something? That is just so gross.
Well, put aside the fact that I wanted your permission. Let's just talk about the fact that we're a team. How could you get this without consulting me about it? This would have been a very large purchase. These cars are incredibly expensive. It would have cost over $100,000.
Actually, it cost over $200,000.
Sophia!
Oh my god! Can you just, take a chill pill? It's fine! Our savings are all intact. I got this car out on a loan. So we're all sweet, you know?
What do you mean that we're all sweet? What about the situation is sweet to you? We got a car that we don't use in exchange for an expense that we have to pay until we're old and decrepit. This is a very serious issue, Sophia. Why the hell would you do this?
Hey, can you just, stop being so negative all the time? I worked hard for my money, and I want to put it towards something. Is that such a big deal?
Sophia, you and I made an agreement that we would do whatever it takes to achieve our dream. This is one serious setback from it. Give me one good reason why you bought this car. If you needed a car, we could have bought something a lot cheaper. But come to think of it, there's no reason to get a car. Sure, I will admit that it's not ideal, but we can get to work easily by using the train. Not only that, but we decided that the best method to get groceries was by using a bike to get there. What the hell are we going to use this car for?
Oh my god. Babe, Like, I don't know. It's good to have a car, isn't it? I want to go for a drive with my girlfriends every now and then. Is it that bad that I want to go interstate with my friends? Jeez!
Who the hell am I talking to right now? Is this really the woman that I married? You know, when we first moved here, you used to talk to me about the stupid girls back home that weren't going to achieve anything. I have to be honest, Sophia, you're sounding a lot like them now.
Hey, don't you dare compare me to those little nitwits. I'm nothing like them. They're not earning half as much as I earn. I make the purchases that I can because I can do it. Those little airheads can only dream about living the lifestyle that I live.
What do you mean, dream about it? All of them are living some sort of version of what you're doing right now. Sure, the level of luxury isn't the same, but they're still indulging in the materialism that you used to criticize. What makes you so different from them?
What makes me different from them is that I've actually worked to be here. Those losers back home haven't done anything. I've seen what they've done on Facebook. Sure, they've got their families and everything, but what's so special about them? They probably still eat at the same Denny's that they always have. It's pathetic, really.
I can't believe the type of person you've become. I'm really disappointed, honestly. I didn't think you would turn into this type of person, Sophia. Anyway, you know what? It's not too late to change. We can still do something about this. This little loan that you've taken for the car is a setback for us, but it's not exactly horrible. We might have had need of a car at some point anyway, so at least we've ticked the box for that one. We need to get back on the horse and start focusing on what matters. What are you doing right now?
Oh my god. It's like you are actually my dad, isn't it? You just never leave me alone. If I don't check in on what I'm doing, you always have to spam me with messages. Can't you just let me be free? I'm bringing in the money, aren't I? You should be happy with that.
I would be, but clearly you're not using the money wisely. I know you don't like it, Sophia, but I need to put you on a leash. So, what are you doing right now?
I'm just at the spa with my girlfriends. Is that so bad?
Oh, really? Is that really what you're doing? You're with your girlfriends, are you? You're trying to tell me that you're not with anyone else.
Anyone else like who? Who else do I hang out with? You know who my friends are.
Come on, Sophia. You have to drop the act. I know what you've been up to. I know you haven't been faithful.
OMG. You're seriously not accusing me of cheating, are you? That is so low. You really don't have any self-esteem. I start making more money than you, and the only way that you can attack me is by playing a low-ball card like that. You're honestly such a pathetic man. I don't know why I'm with you in the first place.
You can try and hide as much as you want, Sophia. You can try and gaslight me, but I know it to be true. I can see the signs. How do you explain all those nights you aren't here? Those nights where you finish work and you don't come home?
Isn't it obvious? I'm in a higher position now and I have to stay back at work. I have more responsibilities. There's 2 million things I have to do and there's only one me. Are you seriously going to accuse me of cheating on you when I've been working my butt off to earn money for our family? You amaze me. You do. You absolutely amaze me.
Enough with the crap, Sophia. I have access to your weekly paycheck. I know when you do overtime. If you really are doing overtime, you should be earning a little bit extra than you normally do. Well, the past few weeks, you've been earning the same amount of money. So you've been up to something and it wasn't work.
Are you serious right now? I had no idea that they were ripping me off that way. I have to have a talk with them. Clearly, they haven't been paying me for the time I've been working there.
Oh, really? So you're still trying to hide it, are you? You're trying to blame your company now? You better be careful, because I can just call them and confirm it for myself. Besides, I don't need to do any of that. I still have more evidence.
Oh, here we go. Well, come on then, Sherlock Holmes. What do you got for me? Throw me your best. I'd love to hear your pathetic attempts to take me down.
Just the other day when I was out golfing with my coworkers, I left you to the house by yourself. Me going golfing was very important. I was able to connect with some very powerful business partners. It could mean a promotion for myself in the future. When I came home, you were passed out on the couch, and I was cleaning up after your mess. For some reason, there was another man's underwear in the washing. You wouldn't happen to know about this, would you? Oh, crap! Would you look at the time? My girls and I have to go for our appointment to get our hair done. Sorry, I would really love to keep talking to my wonderful, amazing husband a little bit more, but what can you do? Anyway, you better look forward to me. I'm gonna look so sexy when you see me next. That's if you actually see me. Hey, Sophia, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Don't you leave just yet. You still haven't answered my question. Don't try to run away from me. You really can't think of a reason for why there was underwear in this house, can you? Just admit it. You were cheating on me, Sophia. Sophia! You should have known something like this would happen at some point, Sophia. I don't know why you tried so long to hide it. You knew what type of person I am. I'm very persistent. And if I know something to be true, I'm going to find out. So who is the guy? I want you to spit it out right now. I don't know what you're talking about. You're just some crazy husband that's under some sort of delusion. Enough with the crap. Tell me right now. We're meant to be married. We're meant to be supporting each other and helping each other. We had something special, and you've thrown it into the trash. Now I want to know everything. Why would you do it? Who was worth giving up something that we had that was so precious, so powerful? He must have been a great guy. Come on, Sophia. Tell me right now. I'm not telling you jack. Well, hey, honey, you better tell me quick and convince me, because the way I'm looking at it, this is the fast-track route to a divorce. Is that really what you want? Well, you know what? Maybe it is. Screw you. Screw you and this stupid dream of yours. I don't even know why you're suspecting me in the first place. You don't even have any evidence. Oh, yeah? You really think I don't have any evidence? Well, I would say that what I've got is pretty clear-cut evidence to me. Come on then, let's hear it. I need entertainment. My weekend was starting to get boring. Well, look, let me be clear on one thing. I knew what you've been up to, but I don't really have the time to investigate this type of thing myself. I've got bigger things to worry about and only a limited amount of time. I was out one day going for my regular run. You and I haven't been communicating much recently, so we don't really know what each other are up to. That's when I saw you hop into a taxi. It was quite strange, to be honest. You told me that you were going to be at home for the day. I don't know why you were in a taxi. So, you know what I did? I jotted down the time that you went into that taxi. Sure, I can't follow you, but I'm going to find out what you did that day. When I checked the credit card statements, it shows that you had quite an interesting day with your friends. It looks like that you went to a movie and you had lunch together. Okay, yeah. So what's so weird about that? Am I not allowed to go watch a movie? Jeez. You actually treat me like I'm a little child, don't you? Well, with the way you act, I don't really have a choice, do I? But that's not the only thing I saw on the credit card statement. I saw a payment to a hotel that was over $500. You checked in and you checked out on the same day. Care to explain what that was about? Oh my god. Like what? I'm not allowed to take a rest every now and then? You're going to get at me for just going to a hotel. I swear, you're talking about the divorce, but I think I should be the one to divorce you. I don't know if I can put up with a guy like this already. So you're really trying to turn the tables around on me, aren't you? Just own up. I want to know who this guy is. Who is so amazing that he could do better than me? What are you talking about right now? Come on, just admit it. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I would say I'm a pretty good guy. I keep myself healthy and I'm earning a lot of money for our family, right? I'm not that bad looking. The guy that you're with must be some sort of supermodel or something. Or maybe he's the next Bill Gates. I don't know. But what I really want to know, what did I do wrong to make my wife turn into the person that she is now? Okay, fine. I'm going to tell you. But let me say one thing. There's no way that you and I are together after this. Don't worry, the feeling's mutual.
It's one of my coworkers.
It's one of your coworkers? I met a lot of your coworkers at that party. Was he there as well?
He was, but you're not going to remember him. There were so many people there, right?
Well, I'm not sure about that. Do you think I got all my promotions for nothing? I've got a pretty good memory. Remembering people is my thing. So why don't you just try me, huh? Who are you cheating on me with, Sophia?
His name is...
Yes.
His name is...
Come on, just spit it out already!
It's Ben! His name is Ben.
Ben? Hold on a second. No, come on. This can't be real. Are you kidding me right now? Ben? The Ben? That Ben?
Yeah?
You and I are both thinking about the same person, aren't we? It's that little loser from the party, right? The guy that spilled all his alcohol over me.
Yeah, that's the guy.
What do you mean that's the guy? How could you do this to me? You actually cheated on me for that type of guy? He was a numbskull. He was an absolute mess. A clumsy little weasel that can't even walk straight. This is the guy that attracts you?
That's not true. You met him when he was drinking. He's a sweet and awesome guy when he's sober.
Are you kidding me right now? We're both talking about the same person, aren't we? This is the guy that fell asleep on the staircase because he thought it was more comfortable than his own bed.
Wait, are you talking about the dinner? I was wondering what happened to him. He came into work with a big indent on his head the next day. I felt so sorry for him. I brought him into my office and I was putting ice on that thing all day.
Oh, wow. So that's how long you've been seeing him. Have you been seeing him since all the way back then? There's something that's been playing on my mind for a long time now. When we sent him home, you went out there to the taxi with him. You two were out there for a very long time. I'm very curious what happened there.
Do you really want me to tell you? I'm pretty sure you already know.
So, you have been cheating on me. Unbelievable. You are absolutely unbelievable. The question is why? Why would you go for a guy like Ben? You're in a pretty high position. I could understand going for a better guy, but someone like him? He's basically a man-child. A man with the mental age of a baby.
I know he's going to be my baby.
Yeah, he literally will be. What do you see in him?
Yeah, well, can you just, stop being so judgmental? Maybe beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You're not gonna understand why I chose a guy like him.
Yeah. Well, regardless, I still need some sort of explanation, because this is just way too bizarre for me to comprehend. You're telling me that you want a divorce, right? Are you going to be marrying this guy afterward?
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll start a family with him.
Are you kidding me right now? You'll be putting a nappy on him at the same time you're putting one on your own baby. You actually like these incompetent people that can't even walk in a straight line? I just don't understand. Why did you do this?
Well, take a look at the situation, Caleb. I'm absolutely miserable staying with you.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I am miserable. Sure, we're successful financially and whatever, but I just hate the fact that you beat me at every turn. There's something about our dynamic. I just hate being taken care of. I hate the fact that you're better than me. At least when I'm with Ben, I feel like I'm better than someone. Sure, I have to take care of him, but there's something fun about that. I enjoy it.
You're serious right now, aren't you? That's the most stupid thing I've ever heard. You may as well date a 6-year-old.
Shut up. Don't call him that. He's special. He's more than what people think he is. He's a sweet guy.
Yeah, he's special, all right. Mommy's special little boy, maybe.
Shut up! You're just a jerk. You're going to regret losing a girl like me. Enjoy sitting in that crap apartment for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Sophia? You can take your sweet guy. You and I are done. Say goodbye to that dream of living in a high-rise.
Hey, you listen to me. That dream is still burning. Don't think that because we're getting a divorce, that means I won't be able to do it. Don't forget that I take half of our fortune. Ben and I are going to be living in a high-rise, looking down on you one day. We're going to get that faster than you. Give it a couple of years, and you're going to be begging for us to lend you a penny or two. I know you can't make it out there on your own. You're nothing without me. Nothing! I've built you into what you are. I've been your motivation.
We'll see about that, Sophia. If you're talking about the fortune that we have, you're in for a big surprise. At that point, Sophia and I got our divorce. We brought the lawyers in to calculate our assets, and as it happens, there wasn't much left over. You see, it wasn't just extravagant spending that Sophia was indulging in. She was also gambling. Because of her gambling habits, we had little to nothing left over. She would have to start from scratch, building what we originally had. It didn't take long for people in her workplace to find out what was going on between her and Ben. In fact, it wasn't just that. It seems that she was grooming most of the younger male employees in that workplace. That promotion that she worked so hard to get has now gone to waste. She got fired from the company immediately after everyone found out about everything. From that point on, all she had to do was rely on Ben and his competence at work. Unfortunately, he was never a good worker to begin with. He got by mostly by relying on Sophia's work, and she wasn't there now to help him out. She also realized some more things about Ben. If his working attitude was poor, his attitude towards his home was even poorer. He put no effort into cleaning his own house up, and it was in constant disarray with all the people that came in. It seemed that he liked to party every day and didn't really care about the mess afterward. Sophia said that she wanted someone to look after, and I wonder if she's really happy with that. I have to be honest, looking after a guy like Ben is worse than looking after a newborn. Just when Sophia was thinking about leaving that guy and trying to find someone else that could provide for her, she found out that she was pregnant. She didn't have any choice but to stick around with Ben if it meant raising her child. Her and I talked about New York City eating the people up, and I gotta be honest, I think she's gonna be one of its victims. As for me, she said that I'd be the one looking up at her and Ben living in a high-rise apartment, living the dream that I wanted to fulfill. As it happens, I've been investing in stocks on the side. Over time, I've been able to amass a very good return, but I haven't told her about it. It was going to be my surprise to her. In fact, I amassed so much money that I was able to buy a house that year. Originally, I wanted to share this reward with her. It was going to be my gift to her on our anniversary. Unfortunately, she had to do the things that she did, and now I'm enjoying the luxury of my home by myself. I have to be honest, I really miss the old Sophia. I wanted to share this paradise with her. I still think about that girl and wonder why she turned into the person that she is now. At the same time, now I have my own house and a little bit more freedom. I'm in New York City as well, so I'm really keen to get back into the dating market. I'm not sure how I'm going to fare out there because I've never been in the dating market before. I've been dating Sophia since I was in high school and never pursued anyone besides her. Getting to know another person is going to take time, but you have to admit, having a nice house like this is going to give me some bonus points. It's also going to make it interesting watching Sophia and Ben suffering beneath me.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.